I don't think anyone wants anything interrupted.
I don't think it's anything.
No one interrupted.
It's too late now.
Yeah, Brett, it's too late.
God.
Shut up, Cody.
Hello,
Grr.
everybody at home. How you guys doing? It is us. It is we. Welcome back to Nat19 Vestige of Ophiuchus, Campaign 1, Session 116. It's in my DNA to say the campaign part. I'm just always going to say it.
One day we're gonna have.
If we eventually all die, there will be a campaign too.
It's true. It's
Sidebar,
true.
I like the rhythm of it is us, it is we. Welcome back to Nat19. That made me happy. Yeah.
It is us. It is we. Welcome. Okay, that's actually really fun.
Yo, right? Yeah. Right, let's go.
I'll try to remember that you enjoyed that. Maybe that can become a thing. Who knows?
Who knows?
My various
It's a little
attempts
bit more-
to
it's a
create
little
an
more,
opening structure have failed, so maybe that'll catch on.
It's a little bit more
Session
app friendly
116,
than.
catching on.
It's a little bit more
Structure
app
is for
friendly than
cowards
penis.
and engineers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we get too out of hand again, this is my first time DMing from my new space, so I'm still getting used to it, but I'm in a new office now. Wah-ha!
Oh,
It's pretty fucking sick, dude. Honestly.
Yes, this is nice. I enjoy this very much. I have hoisted the Something Witty people out of the floor they used to be on, and now the entire floor is mine.
It's true.
I don't know where they are.
Your
They're on the
domain.
streets, I think. Frankly,
They're
it's not
home.
my problem.
They're homeless now. I don't care.
Fuck.
Fuck 'em.
It's so hot out here.
Easy is right there.
But not Carrie?
But not me.
You're fine.
Who knows?
Oh, okay. Sick. Alright.
We don't have a lot to really report before we jump into game today. We
yeah,
are,
nothing really important
of
happened.
course.
Yeah, nothing.
Well, I mean, about non-game stuff. We are, as always, currently affiliated with Fantasy Grounds. Quick reminder that if you would like to support the show, there is a link that you can find either in the description below or below the player, where if you click it, then any purchases you make on Fantasy Grounds, including modules, art packs, book supplements, etc., or I think even subscriptions, maybe, I'm not sure, we will get a cut, and it will help to support the show. And that it puts a cookie in your system that makes it so that happens for the next, like, 3 months or something crazy like that. So, if you want to support Fantasy Grounds and us, please go do that. The Inscriptor's also out. I've been mentioning that a bunch. Go check that out.
It's so neat.
Or else.
Indeed. Beyond that, Alejandro's back. Say hi, Alejandro.
I accidentally muted as I said,
Uh-huh.
I'm dead.
That's hilarious.
Wait, do I have someone accidentally mute?
I'm dead.
It's true.
Oh,
he is.
sorry. Hold on. I'm dead.
Wow.
Hello there.
Also, I just clicked off a player forgets to
Not
unmute.
that bad, buddy. It's pretty cool being here. I'll be here soon, pretty quick.
Dope.
Just hang out and I'll be. Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right, we'll do.
You'll
we'll
have
do,
company
We'll do.
soon.
You're like a ghost? Is that what, is that,
Yes.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Are you one of those cute ghosts where, like, you're blue and a little bit transparent?
No.
Like, your waist and down is like a little
No.
tail.
No.
Wrench sounds different as a ghost. Wow.
It's all right. You get used to things here.
Shut the fuck up.
Gosh. Okay. Well, beyond that, we don't really have anything else unless I'm forgetting anything.
Nat19 as always. I'll probably tell you again at the end. Quintus and Miriam next. Don't know when we're going to be recording it, so that means you got a good amount of time. So get a million, bajillion, quintillion questions in.
I love that you said Quintus and Miriam and not Nemric and Miriam.
No,
I'm coming back for chat 19.
Let's
Yay!
Yeah!
All your Quintus questions.
Chat
Yeah,
19.
get them all in there.
Famously in character, Chat 19.
Yeah.
Quintus.
Well, outside of that, no, I think we're good.
The current form. No, the current form is outdated. Don't use the current form.
Don't do that
The one
one.
that is just Samsoni's just linked. Don't do that one.
You went home?
I have yet to update the proper
That one's
form.
not the one you're looking at. You're fine. But everyone else, don't do that one.
Yes. With that said,
Oh.
let's get into Vestige. Because we have a boy who needs to be caught up on some things that happened and then, I don't know, do nothing about it, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds more scary.
Nothing happened.
I'm
Nothing
dead.
happened.
Oh no!
Okie dokie. So, as of last game, and this will actually be pretty short and sweet. At the start of last game, you guys began your fight against Selshay, the Shadarkai assassin who was a member of the table. The moon turned its usual shade of red as when you fight a table member, and during the fight, it became evident to you that your ability to see, even with dark vision and whatnot, was being impeded by the light from the red moon, and also that attempts to hide from Selshay failed. You discovered that whenever you were facing her, it's not that she could see through illusions, it's not that she could see you if you were invisible, but that hiding from her was impossible. She always knew where you were, even if she couldn't see you. You fought her briefly. She tried to go after Miriam, ended up focusing on Wrench when Wrench dive-bombed her, effectively. And when she...
So that's what happened.
I think I played it pretty well, yeah.
I thought you were playing Wrench, not Aviana.
Damn.
She knocked him unconscious, and then tried to flee. Miriam managed to stop her, using a wall of force, which she tried several methods to get out of. One of which ended up being successful, in that she used a combination of a spell to distract Miriam and another to teleport out of it. She fled and hid, and as she did, hiding with the now deceased body of Wrench, the party went about trying to locate her to get Wrench's body back. As they searched the area and split up, Miriam, Fenris, and Tag decided to search the temple on their own, and unfortunately, they succeeded in finding her. She stalked them partway through the temple. She took them out, and though she had planned to kill them and Tag when he showed up and had a chance to, she prioritized fleeing with Wrench's body whenever she heard Flux returning, and she fled. Flux ended up landing, using many different spells to increase his speed to get back in time, and managed to save everybody, but Wrench's body was absconded with. He is currently gone. The last thing that we saw was her fleeing, using some kind of magic to prevent his body from decaying further than it already has. With that, the group briefly discussed whether or not they wanted to keep the scroll, and they discussed whether or not they should have it out in the open, bring it before the young lord, etc. And they came to the general conclusion that the young lord and those associated with them shouldn't know effectively what it is unless it's used in front of them. With that, we're coming back into the game. No, I almost forgot the big cool thing at the end, yeah. As the party thought that things couldn't get any more complicated, they heard a massive creature fly overhead and land. The temple shook under its weight. They went out to the front to see what looked like a massive dragon made of sapphire, looming over it, turning and looking at them. This odd dragon had an extra set of small little arms on the front. It looked and inspected all of them, its red eyes darting to each of them, and then as it lifted up and was about to fly away, rather than let out a roar, it let out this draconic bark at them, and then flew away. And I said the wrong direction last time in stream. It did not fly to the west, it flew to the east.
Okay.
I thought you said west.
That's me. I have the intelligence of a cartoon starfish.
So you're Theo.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, how many Nat19 player deaths am I responsible for now?
Lot.
All of them.
It's all your fault.
I mean, maybe.
With that.
It's not far off.
Yeah.
With that, I release you guys to do as you wish. It is currently time. On the day of month.
Yep.
It never gets better. It never makes me feel any better, Logan.
I wish there was a little compass on the Honokuni map.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
Tell which way is north.
Northeast.
See.
Yeah, but I always forget.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway.
So, okay, so the dragon flew off, right?
Yes.
Okay. I guess we're just standing there watching the dragon.
We should find some place to rest.
Preferably away from the owlbear.
Owlbears.
What?
There's more than one.
Oh, you spotted another?
There's 2.
Preferably
Oh.
away from the owlbears.
Well, they can't.
Yeah.
Aren't they just like wandering? So how will we
No,
know
they're,
where would
they're
be away
napping
from
over
them?
there.
Oh, okay.
There's a secret room, right? Let's just go there, I guess.
We can't.
If we want to rest.
You put the only key to it in the lap of a corpse in a buried well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm. Someone
There's
could
another-
go
there's-
down.
There's another one right here. He just like motions over to the
That
statue.
That one was stolen.
When you got there, that one was already broken.
That
Oh,
was
okay, you're
ripped
right,
off
never mind.
Probably by any or
There's only one.
by
Like
someone
Abby
else
said.
long before that.
Like Abby said, someone could go down and get the key.
Yeah,
Also
never.
just have this handy dandy spell. Don't know if you heard of it.
Hmm.
I create this like little ball. Great.
I've never heard of this spell.
Oh,
Oh.
you're gonna love it.
Oh.
Also, you've definitely been in it. Yes, you have.
It had a
Maybe I
name.
just didn't tell you about it.
Oh.
Oh, I saw the ball, but I didn't know there was a. I didn't know it. I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we did just wake up a little while ago. I'm not sure how much of a rest we can realistically get.
Yeah, I mean, waking up, going to ENRs and back, and then fighting. We've been out for a while, but it's definitely not been a day.
Me.
Then we should make use of the day that we have. We should keep moving.
I
You
cannot.
have
I-
blood
You should
glitter
take
disintegrating
20
off of
minutes.
you.
Yeah, take like an hour, dude. Like, we'll take a short rest, I think.
I have no hit dice.
Oh, well.
Well, this is
Okay,
bad.
well,
We can't travel very far anyway.
We didn't finish a long rest.
If we travel anymore, we're just gonna get exhausted. It was almost 6 hours of travels, maybe a little more from here to ENRs and back.
Right.
We
So,
might just have to post up here for as long as it takes to find some time to get some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
your tag, I'll
Yeah.
hit you with the, rod. There's still some charges left.
Appreciate it.
That's pretty solid, damn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
God, it's trying to get you at a critical.
That's gonna take a while. There you go.
Yeah. Okay, not heavy. Fenris, you're also critical. Do you have hit dice or?
No.
Does
Okay.
the rod get
No.
Why were
charges
you
back?
suggesting to keep moving, you fool?
Yeah.
I
Is it gonna get the
don't want to
charges
be
back?
here.
All right, Fenris, I got one more charge left in the rod. Here you
Just
go.
stick me with it.
Sticker with it? Damn. Damn.
It just really get into my shoulders.
Right in between the blades. Yeah.
It's a
Oh.
Theragun, is how I picture it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
There's nothing magical about it. It's
You just put
a
it-
nice
you just-
massage.
Nice.
Put it on Fenris's back. Fenris is just like, you know the when the
Yeah! I.
Mhm.
yes.
That's so weird to picture if someone's like dying. And Flux just runs up to him like, I got you, buddy! Starts massaging their shoulders with his fucking gun.
It's working. I don't know how, but it's working.
Okay,
That's
anyway.
fucking weird.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, now I am completely out of healing.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's take a break. How about?
If we are
Yeah.
going to be staying here for a while, then what do we say about what we talked about earlier?
What did we talk about earlier?
Yeah, where are all the reactors?
I do not think that we should give up on the chance to go after the airship.
All right.
You guys, give me half a sec. Okay, you keep going. You keep going. Actually. Keep going.
I know that we need to go, and some of you need to go and do the bit of a banquet with the young lord. And we need to collect wrench again.
It's true. If we don't,
But-
then the remaining table members will all attack us at once.
Yep.
But this is our only chance at going into that airship without having them there.
We do have to. We do
Have
have to
them near.
consider the fact that if those of us who aren't the hunted don't show up at the banquet, they know how close we are.
We've also talked about that plan at length multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I don't know how willing to share, because frankly, at this juncture, I'm not sure they can speak. But that person was following us for a very, very long time. The only places I can't imagine they followed us was maybe underground with Ravissimo. And I sincerely doubt, I don't care how good you are at hiding, I doubt they followed us down there, which is why I'm not worried about this scroll thing.
I don't think they
No,
came
I
into
don't
the
think
gentle
so.
nest with us either.
No.
Would seem
probably not.
unlikely.
They are the only member of the hunted that I can think of that I do not realistically know what we are going to be able to do to them. We need more information on that airship. With that Phoenix there, I do not know what any of us can do, even as a group. If we give up on this plan, we better hope that that crazy wizard or whatever he is, or that dragon has something for us.
Distant
You
dragon.
both? Problem is that they might be aware of that plan now, and having them waiting for us to make a move while they have a Phoenix definitely there waiting for us seems like suicide.
Yes. I don't wish to put any of us in a poor position.
Put me in a couple other ones.
Just a
So-
tired look.
What can the scroll yours do? I know you told us a little bit about it, but you mostly just said it gave you new restorative magics, right?
It has many uses. It's a very powerful scroll. I can bring people back to life without the components. I can banish souls.
Yeah, I remember that
From-
one.
I should be able to, if one of us falls a table member who isn't part of the hunt, I might be able to still push us through into success. And what else does the scroll do?
Better be dramatic, whatever it is, because the music's like.
Yeah.
I know!
Right?
Oh!
Has decided.
So,
And it can cast lesser restoration.
It's
Oh,
And
like-
greater restoration. And greater restoration.
it can also cast regenerate, which none of us are
That's
missing.
powerful magic.
Mm.
Have you thought of using it?
No. But it looks like it should be helpful in our pursuits, and it seems as if I've
It's just
grown a
something you've
bit
carried
stronger
for
with the.
a long time.
Hmm?
Oh, I mean, we'll tap one of his horns. Could fix that, right?
Well, I don't know. That just seems very. It kind of seems like erasing the past, doesn't it?
Doesn't have to mean that. You don't necessarily need a token to remember the things that have happened to you. Oh, beep, beep, beep. Sorry,
Beep,
that's
beep,
my
Miriam,
alarm
we really
spell.
should turn off your alarms. It's just careless. No wonder she could track us. No, reality reasserts itself. I don't see it as perhaps a token. I don't know. No, that doesn't seem. And she just is fussing with the scroll in her hands.
Something to consider.
Is the scroll like a kind of one-time only thing? Like,
Oh
no?
no, heavens no.
Really?
No.
So you could choose to just do like a bunch of those like a bunch of times?
Well, it's limited in the time that I'm using it, but within a day I should be able to regain the ability to use this scroll to its full capacity again.
Wow. That's really cool.
It is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
It is very cool.
It is. It's very cool.
The way you just said cool,
Extraordinarily cool.
that was not cool.
Well, I don't think I necessarily fall under the jurisdictions of cool.
Oh, no, not you, Tag.
Oh.
What?
The way you just said cool was not very cool.
That wasn't cool?
It was not.
I do see what he means.
It's the most dad using slang words way to say it. Oh my god.
Was it at least hip?
Oh.
Jesus.
Oh, Tag.
You're just as bad as I am.
What?
Is this what is known as cringe?
Yes.
What was that?
What do you mean?
This is.
That my kids used to call me that. What does that mean?
Oh.
Fun fact, cringe is one of the only words in common that evokes itself.
Haggerty, I need you to look at the face that I am making right now, and it is cringe face pinching the bridge of her nose.
Oh.
This is what you are. This is what you evoke.
Ah, so this is cringe. I see.
I'm gonna roll something.
I know what you're talking about.
Dr. Stone's sweet at trying to see without glasses face.
Yeah.
I don't. That looks like happiness to me. That seems like.
Oh no.
Oh goodness.
I'm not. I am exhausted though, so.
Like, that's the face my wife said when she agreed to marry me.
Damn!
Whoa.
Fuck.
You're a joke. Or wait, no. No, I'm pretty sure that's the face you made.
Okay. Lexi, I have an idea.
Oh.
You seem much better than a lot of us. And something I've
Well,
been
thank
thinking about
you.
if we... You're welcome. If we're all going to be going to the banquet, since we can't really get the drop on Jakku's ship anymore, I was thinking maybe you could get a decent look at the way Hirohito's, the way his blade is strapped to him. I'm not sure if you could maybe get an idea of the best way to quickly undo it without him noticing, or... I'm not saying we try to. I'm just saying we try to get a better idea of what we're dealing with him. And see what we might be able to do to get a hold of that thing. The less fuss, the better. And I'm just thinking, you might be the best person for it. You are disarmingly charming.
I mean, I think I'm okay.
I'm just saying, people wouldn't expect it if you were looking around. Not from
Oh, believe me, she knows.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good plan. Like, I'm good at, like, stealing things off of people, but I feel like that's really not going to be the way to go, like, this time. It's kind of figuring out if it's, like, magically protected or the best way to maybe get it off of them. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I could try to keep an eye.
Yeah. You have a better eye than I do, and you're far more magically inclined.
I mean, thank you. But, this place kind of throws me off a little bit. Because, like, I can't, you know, like, they can see through my disguises and stuff. So, that's kind of annoying. But other than that, like, I think I can still sneak around and stuff. I think. But...
Just sit closer
Yeah.
to where he and the young lord are.
Okay. Yeah, I could do that.
The real question. Fenris, I'm gonna just shove you over just a little bit.
Oh.
I'm just gonna squish right in here. I'm gonna start casting Tiny Hut. The real question is, are we going straight there or not?
We can't leave Wrench.
We can't leave Wrench.
It's true,
Also,
but the festivities won't start without us.
I think
true.
we should. I'm worried about what happens if we leave them waiting any longer.
That's
And
entirely fair.
Are we thinking that we should all go to the banquet now? That splitting up would be too suspicious?
It's not even suspicious, it's just dangerous. The distance of...
Indeed.
How far were we apart just now?
I'm not letting that happen again.
Yeah,
Excellent point.
I'd like all of us to stay together. We already don't have range.
All right. Well, we'll have to come back.
I know it's not ideal, and splitting up would cover more ground, but in this place we don't know.
We're always better as a united force.
There's too
It's
many,
true.
Against
too
a
many
formidable.
chances.
It's too many variables, yeah.
I don't want them taking any opportunities to thin the herd.
I also just wouldn't want any of the non-hunted to remain here, because without us, Inuyari might change their mind and decide to have a snack. Might just be too tempting for them.
A lot of us are pretty beat up though. So
Yep.
should we rest then go, or would
Just
that be
give me
wasting time?
8 more minutes.
Okay. So like
Not
you guys
for
have
the
any
whole
hobbies
rest,
or
but-
like
Yeah, I watch people. What do you do?
I also watch people.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that already.
Not everybody knows that though.
And then 8 minutes passed.
Bubble.
Necessary.
Booble.
Are you guys choosing to wait things out until you're properly rested?
Yeah, we're almost at the end of a day. While we've only been up and moving, we've already moved the 8 hours, so we can't go anywhere anyways.
Oh, sweet
we-
summer child. You're so wrong.
Oh,
What?
what do you mean?
Logan, leave us alone.
Logan,
Logan, please. We just want to get our
So the
sweet
plan is
boy
to
back.
wait until you all feel like you've rested, right?
Because we want, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh, do
Including
we not
Nemric?
feel like we've been rested? Oh,
It's 6 a.m.
Take note, Brad. It's 6 a.m.
okay.
Okay.
You're not near the end of a day. You're on the other side.
oh.
When did we last
whoa.
long rest?
I'm just thinking of our capability of travel. Like, no matter what, we still can't leave. Because if we travel for over 2 more hours, we're going to risk exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It just means we were traveling in the night.
I guess we just hang out until we feel rested then. No matter how long it takes, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, we kind of gotta.
It will be a while. The last long rest you guys took, it breached just over into the new day. You guys, it's going to end up being about... When did you complete your last one? I'm going to just quickly check my notes about when you finished your last long rest.
I usually don't write those down.
I think the last one we did was
what a
whenever
bad
we
note-taker you
rested.
are, Hayden.
Damn!
Guys, please don't all talk at once, please. What was that,
I think
Cody?
the last one we did was when we went down into the well the first time.
Yep.
Yes.
Then we had the rest there, and then we left for Inuyari, came back, and had a short rest in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had a short rest in the woods after Inuyari, and then we walked the rest of the way back.
Yep.
That would have been... You guys would have to wait about 14-ish hours.
Whew, that's a long rest.
That's what we gotta do.
Weirdly,
Yeah.
you should be happy about these then, because every 8 hours it disappears. Oh, I'll ritual cast it again after the first time it disappears. And it'll help Fenris keep time.
Damn.
Flux.
Yes. Yeah.
Over this short rest, you feel the magic of your silver fire return.
Yes! It's finally back!
Wow.
It's so long!
God, we've been here. We've been here so long.
Yeah.
Oh.
That just spells out how long we've been here.
And I hate that.
Can I have
That's not
-1s
even
now?
here. That's just because that was, God, that was so long ago.
Yeah, man.
That was before we ever even went to the Bastille.
That was with Baroth, I believe.
Yeah, that was with the Baroth ambush. I just want to ask him about that. Because I don't think it was the young lord who told him where we were.
All right.
Because the young lord hates him, like everyone else does.
Can I have -1s now instead of -2?
You can. I'm going to fix that for you.
Here you go.
I'm going to long rest the party. However, there are some things that are going to happen over this rest.
Of course there are.
Oh no.
It's fine. I'll take my hit points back, please. Thank you.
Of course there are. Honokuni is a disaster place.
Honokuni is the worst.
Yeah.
I'd like to leave.
It's awful.
Yeah.
It's
Go hang
terrible.
out in my cabin alone because everyone
Drink
I've
some
known
fucking
and loved
tea.
is dead.
Everyone thinks
Damn.
Everyone I've ever known and loved is dead. Outside of you fuckers.
Oh.
what? I see.
Gotta throw you back on here.
Same.
Shit. Y'all bond over that shit. We're
Alright.
both just so sad.
Alejandro.
Oh.
Baby, you're muted.
All right, I was not muted, but I was muted.
Okay, good to know.
It's because I have the Go until are muted as well as the Discord. That's my bad. Yes, I'm here.
Oh.
Alrighty. Alejandro, as you find the last things that you experience is fighting against Selche, charging into attack, feeling the repeated strikes against your body of this phantasmal dagger that they have that seem to pull life out of you each time they strike. I'm gonna turn this fan off. Each time they strike. Eventually you fell unconscious, you slipped away, and everything went black for you. The next thing that you feel is a gradual and relatively warm light that seems to come in at the edges of your vision. I'd like you to quickly please roll me 1d6, because one of your stats is about to go down. Whoa, that's the worst one, Alejandro. For you, that's wisdom.
What do you want from me?
Oh, darn.
We put a kind of a chain of everyone who dies is rolling
Yeah.
the worst thing for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, that means...
Yeah. Don't say it.
Let's see.
I think I know exactly what you're gonna lower.
Oh, it's wisdom.
Fuck, I knew
Alright,
it,
you
you
put it down?
motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit.
He's right, you know. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Fucking Cody.
Why?
Goddamn Cody. Yeah, Cody's a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Whoever that is.
Whoever that guy is.
As you awaken,
Cody.
Mm-hmm.
you hear the dulled sounds of chatter going on around you. You appear to be in a room that is relatively well lit. It is somewhat long. There's a very long table stretched out in the center of a room, along which the sides of there's a candle set up and several sliding paper doors that are set up along it as well. I do have a map for it, but I do not feel that we will need the map unless you decide to do something extreme. While you're here, you found that you have been sat up at the end of a table, and while you are there, you are your hands have been placed upon the table. Totally free. They're not chained. They're not bound. And you feel your entire body is incredibly sore as you slowly start to come to consciousness and try to discern what these two voices you hear chattering are. You can tell there's the voice of what sounds like a child speaking relatively enthusiastically, as well as you see, I believe you've only seen them once before. You had encountered Mother Tyr once. I will send a picture again just to remind you of whom they are. You had encountered them once before, I believe, whenever you were heading down into the Gentle Nest. You see them beside you. They have the prayer beads that were wrapped around their arms before have been unwound, and they're holding them out, placing them between their hands and you, their hands being placed against you, and the light that you are seeing is coming from these glowing prayer beads as they seem to be restoring you to life. The words they're speaking seem to be of reassurance, and as your hearing totally returns and everything is muffled, the last things you hear are her reassuringly speaking.
It seems that he is well enough that I don't need to treat him anymore. I can stay if you wish me to give them additional attention, but I would rather not remain here.
Looking over, an individual that you have never seen before sits propped up, looking in awe at the magic being done in front of them. I'm pretty sure you, as Alejandro, have seen them before, but you see a young individual, elven, long ears, very youthful looking for an elf, wearing all kinds of very noble looking clothes for where you are. White hair that is swooshed back almost unnaturally as if windswept back. You see someone who you almost instinctually recognize to be the young Lord Samurai Saigo. Without ever having seen them before, when you lay your eyes on them, there's something about them, something about the space around them, the quality of the air in the room, the way they carry themselves. You just immediately feel that this is likely the young lord that has been spoken of.
Can I talk?
You can.
Okay. My first words as I recognize him, or, instinctively, I just go, ah, shit.
As you do so, the young lord's face contorts into something of a smile. Not contorts, it's a relatively playful smile. It looks almost innocent for a moment, and then they sit up somewhat enthusiastically, both hands on the table, lean over towards you.
You're awake! Not that I had any doubt that you'd be able to revive them. You're incredible, Mother Tyr.
You feel the hands leave your body.
Are you feeling...
I just stare.
Are you feeling all right?
I mean, it's as all right as I can be.
It seems that you have been saved from the fate of having to pull yourself up from beneath the soil of Honokuni.
Is that worse than, dying and then I guess coming back? Is that what happened?
It can be much worse, yes.
Oh. Well then, thanks.
If a hunted who has not yet been initiated dies, they return. But the process is not particularly pleasant.
Well, aren't I lucky?
I will be seeing myself out. I have no desire to remain here now that my job is done.
You see them stand.
The young man before you, I'm sure you've heard of them plenty, is the Lord of Honokuni.
Yeah, I figured. But thank you.
The young lord looks up towards Tyr.
You sure you don't want to stay? Whenever you come to stay at the castle, you never stay for very long. You could live here more if you wanted. I have absolutely no desire to live in this place, but I thank you for your kindness, young lord. Be seeing you wrench.
I hope in better circumstances.
They turn, walk to the nearest door, slide it open, turn. They look back. You briefly catch a look of sorrow on their face as they look towards you and then slide the door closed behind them, leaving just you and the young lord in the room.
So, Your Majesty, how does this work?
Well, I had hoped that whenever you and I met, that it would be under circumstances that were a bit more festive. I wanted to bring the remaining members of the hunt and the table together to have a banquet. I believe you should have been invited to that, right?
Yeah, that happened a while ago, and it was weird. I ran into them, and it was strange. But yes, to answer your question.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that anymore.
Oh, what? I'm sorry, my apologies.
Things have gone too far. I'm afraid our side doesn't have enough people to be very entertaining at this point.
I mean, it could still be a very entertaining banquet.
More than anything, I'm very glad that Selche brought you here. I was starting to get worried I wouldn't get to meet you until the end.
Yeah, the way things were going, I thought that too. But, I'm glad that wasn't the case. Well, I'm glad I'm still alive, but, you know. I was looking forward to that banquet, at least.
Well, I can make it up to you while you're here. Is there anything that you would like?
Food. Just any food.
Let me know what you want. I'll get it for you.
Well, what do you have?
I have anything that you might want. I don't know if the others told you this, but within this place, I'm capable of doing most anything. Make any request. I'll make it come true.
Now, hold on, I gotta think about this. Like, any food?
Try me.
I want a hoagie from Sonny's down the block. He has the greatest. I'll be quiet.
A cheesecake.
I can certainly do my best.
With a strawberry on it.
There is a faint shimmer in the air as beside you 2 crimson butterflies seem to appear. The priest-like warriors that you fought before, the shrine maiden-like warriors you fought before appear. He nods to them and just gives an upturn of his chin. They nod back and they disappear.
I mean, it might take a bit to get it for you, but we can do that.
I mean, that's fine. We got time to kill, right?
Absolutely. Now, every time the hunted come here, the people of Honokuni, the other hunted, the people who resist the peace that we're trying to create here, they have a lot of different perspectives on a lot of different things. And I find that the hunted members who end up coming late always have a kind of distorted idea of exactly what the hunt is. So I wanted to talk to you, and it's probably best that your friends aren't here. But I wanted to talk to you about exactly what this hunt is and what it could mean for you.
Sure. I'm easily convinced of things, especially when food is on the table. Eventually.
Now, I know more about you than you probably would expect me to. I pay great attention to those who are going to come here. I know that you got mixed up with some terrible people outside. An organization called the Family, right?
Yeah.
You've been asked to do
right.
some work for them. You escaped them. They left you so terribly injured. And then after so long of thinking you were safe, they found you again. You know, it's not a curse that when you were running from them, you ended up here. It's an opportunity.
Can I ask you something, Your Majesty?
Of course.
Can you see outside?
I have a certain awareness of the people that are being drawn to this place. But...
How so? Is it danger? Is it certain circumstances in their life?
The circumstances that brought people here. The general lives of people here. Every member of the hunted who comes here may end up becoming part of the table. And one of the many things that I am granted is a relatively exhaustive knowledge of who they are, what they might want. Why do you ask?
Just curious. What are the chances that I'm being chased and I end up in this magical realm where just like in the real world, I'm being hunted, but this time with a slight opportunity?
I'm sorry. I do wish the hunt didn't happen.
Why does it?
We are not entirely certain. A long time ago, this place was a normal part of the world that you came from. And it seems like after we established peace, the mists that now cover it rolled in. They took it away. For a while, we thought that we were just being kept from the outer world, but we've pretty definitively come to the conclusion we're separate from it now. We're not sure why the hunt happens. It seems to be echoing the early days of this country's formation, of its peace being formed. But we have no control over it. We would have stopped it if we could. The endless night is not something that we enjoy. Nor is this cycle of violence. One of the things I try to do, the table tries to do, that Hirohito tries to do, is we try to make the best of a bad situation. We try to take everything that's been put upon us, this curse that's been put upon our land, and we try to give people a structure that can help them to live and flourish. Unfortunately, they just don't see it that way most of the time.
Well, forgive my ignorance, Your Majesty, but what is stopping you from doing it? Without the hunt, the sky would just be red, or is there more to it? Like you said, I'm brand new to this.
What's stopping us from doing what?
The hunt? What's keeping you from not making it happen?
Oh, I see. Whenever the hunt is on, the sun never rises. It's not good for the morale of anybody here, and it's one of the few times that the people that keep the peace here are put in danger. In the past, we have tried to keep the hunt going indefinitely, but there were members of the hunted who started to realize that they were in a position where they could seize power. They started to gather together people within the country, form groups, tried to raise an army to lead back against us. The longer we let them live, the more they started to think that we were the problem and that we were causing this. It became pretty obvious to us that people either need to realize that there's an order here that they have to become a part of and contribute to in whatever way that they feel fit, or they need to leave.
And how would they do that?
By winning.
All right.
I'm serious.
That was my mistake. No, I know you are. That was my mistake. I was referring, when you said leaving, I thought you meant the citizens of Honokuni, not just the hunted.
If we could find a way to get everybody back to the outside. Maybe at one point that would have been good. I don't think they would know what to do on the outside now.
Do you have a faint idea of how long you've been here?
I've lost track of time.
I mean, that's fair.
I would say probably.
You see their eyes dull for a second as they kind of look down to the left. Their eyes half close as they try to think. They almost look like they're in a haze for a second.
I know that it's been probably at least 1,000 years. But after a certain amount of time, after a certain number of periods where the sun never comes up, you start to lose track of time. And since the only people who I've been here with eternally are myself and Hirohito, and since we don't age here, it's hard to keep track.
That's fair. Has the hunt always happened since you've been here?
Ever since this place became the way it is. I think it took a while the first time. About 5-6 years maybe, before the first one began. And then once it had begun, we had no idea what was happening. Some new people showed up, but we were more concerned with the fact that the moon was hanging overhead. There's no moon normally, but during the hunts, the full moon remains constantly. The first hunt took several years. We didn't realize the newcomers were part of it. We dealt with the endless night, until eventually an insurrection began with some of the new people, and when the table members at the time rose up to stop them, and the moon turned red in response to them defending Honokuni from its invaders.
You see them do air quotes.
That's when we started to realize there was some correlation. It took us a few hunts to figure out exactly what was going on. And then shortly after that, the Bastille showed up. Well, changed. But that's not so much my business. I never wanted much to do with that place. Hirohito knows more about that than I do.
You are very interesting.
And so are you.
You are very different than how your table members actually are.
What do you mean?
Your table members are bloodthirsty. You don't seem that way, which is quite interesting. You're either really good at acting and lying, or there's just some disconnect between you and your members. Because they have a thrill for this. You claim to maintain peace and one order and all of this junk, but they don't care. From my experience being here, however long it's been, probably, I don't know, the way time works here, probably a year. You are very different.
Would you do things differently than the table does them?
I wouldn't hunt for sport.
Do you mean hunting you? Oh, you must have meant... Right, you have all met Sagittarius by this point. I imagine that must be what you mean.
No, well, yes, but a number of them. They all have a thrill for this. And I understand this is a ritual at this point, and you treat it as a celebration. But it is vastly different how they feel towards how you feel. At least from my perspective.
I see. Well, I've had a long time to think about it. And I love my country dearly. I was born to one day take rulership of it. And though some things initially threatened that, eventually the fate of this country was put in my hands. And the state it's in is deplorable. But I like to think I'm doing the best I can with it, how it is. Unfortunately,
You see them, like, they kind of bite their own lip as they're about to say something. They look up to the left again, look back.
A very long time ago, I had tried to curb the ambitions of the table. I tried to instruct them on how to better treat people, to be kinder, and try to be better rulers, but after being replaced so many times, and after living for so long, eventually I realized that as long as they were doing their jobs, there should be no reason this place should be a prison for them. So I allow them to live however they wish. As long as they don't threaten the peace. The people that you fought all have very good reasons for being here. I offered to your friends, to the other hunted, and I'm offering to you too that if you take part in the hunt and you win, you decide to stay here, I can give you anything that you want. I've already done it for the others. On the outside, Ravissima was someone who was into performance. They were beautiful and elegant, but they were struck with a crippling disease that began to take their beauty from them. They turned to magic that would give it back to them, but it led them to become something that other people hated and feared. They were eventually found out. They were chased. People tried to kill them for sustaining the art and the beauty that they held so precious. And then they ended up here. And here, they can remain beautiful and important and have a captive audience for the rest of eternity. Tribulation sought purpose, sought to escape a world that didn't make sense to them anymore. They were given order here. Sagittarius was seeking strong opponents. They broke away from the order that they'd been a part of. They turned against their lord and walked away from their one greatest defeat. The demon or devil?
And you see them contemplate for a second.
A woman named Fierna. When they were cast aside by them for the way they acted, they ended up here. And I didn't want to tell them that they couldn't seek out strong opponents and find thrill in gladiatorial combat. These people are all happier here, and though I'm sure they seem uncouth, if you had some kind of wish, one that was perhaps of a better nature than theirs, and you wanted to become part of the table, you could have whatever you want here too. And if you don't like the current table, if you did decide to join it at the end, maybe you could replace one of them. If you think Honokuni would be better without Sagittarius, who's to say you couldn't take Sagittarius's place?
I like squint and look just intently at him. You are darker than I gave you credit for. But I guess over 1,000 years being here, right?
Indeed. Unfortunately, I am a bit disconnected from the people because I tend to stay here most of the time, but I'm kept informed on what's going on. Is this anything like what your friends have built it up to be?
I mean, it went in one ear out the other, really. I don't know, I like to be a judge a character on my own rather than just hearsays.
Tell me, if you could have anything in the world, what would it be?
The family dead.
The family dead? I don't know a whole lot about them beyond the context of your life. But actually, they've come up in the related information of more than a few of the hunted by this point. Whoever they are, they've been around for a very, very long time. But I could do that.
From in here?
I can do anything.
How would you kill them?
It's not necessarily that I would do anything to them. When the hunt ends, this place changes very briefly. There's a very brief window where I can remold parts of it, and that power extends somewhat to the outside. There have been others who have left. Members who have not wanted to be here before. Hunted who have succeeded, made their request, and gone back. And I have from time to time used the powers that have been given to me by this place to spy on them and see what's going on, and from what I can tell, by my command, the world outside changes as I wish it to.
For that brief period.
Afterwards. I don't know exactly what brings about my will outside, but it is done. If you want the family dead, I can do that.
Something to consider.
A door opens. You've seen them before. You see the silver-clad, somewhat ragged, eternally tired form of Hirohito, turning his weapon not at his side, entering into the room, carrying with him what looks to be a pitcher of wine and a small saucer. He walks over to beside you, places it in front of you, puts the pitcher up to just about eye level with you, and then very slowly pours this deep red wine into it. Pulls back. He walks over to the other side of the room, sets the pitcher on the other side of the table, and then takes his place. Eyes closed, hands clasped in front of him, behind Samurai.
Talking to you is very enjoyable. But the main reason I believe Selche brought you here is because you failed to become initiated in the hunt.
I mean, hence why I'm alive right now, right?
Yes. But it seems that the members that are remaining in the hunt soon want to take things more seriously. As we called off the banquet on account of how things are going, they would like to push things farther to their conclusion. They say that they have heard whispers and echoes from things going on in the cities and the towns. You are free to leave here whenever you want. And furthermore, we will be happy to escort you back to your friends. I don't know if your friends told you exactly how this goes, but you're going to need to drink that.
Wine?
Yes. Within it, some of the only blood that has been preserved in Honokuni from previous members of the hunts. By drinking it, you will be recognized as accepting your part in the hunt.
Does it taste good?
In my experience. And I know for a fact,
He looks back towards Hirohito.
that whenever he's around me, he's very stuffy, but I know for a fact that he rather enjoys drinking it. More than anybody, it seems.
Hirohito shifts their head kind of to the side, as if almost embarrassed by the information.
Question to DM. If I turn on my predator eye right now, would they notice?
It doesn't. I think we've just sometimes described it as like snapping on, but if you chose not to, I would say that it would just turn on.
Okay, I'll turn it on. I just want to see if I see anything in this room.
When you do, you do see that at the corners of the room, there is the invisible form of crimson butterflies there. They are remaining kneeling beside some of the exits, remaining invisibly and waiting in case called upon. Beyond that, there does not appear to be anything else really going on in the room.
Okay, and I don't see anything like within the young lord or Hirohito?
No. It would let you, because it's true sight, you would know, for example, if there was any illusions that were on them, or if they were shape changers who were assuming a different form, you would know, but you're not seeing anything like that.
Okay, cool. Question, Your Majesty. Do I drink the wine before my cheesecake, or do I eat the cheesecake first?
You drink that. And
Okay.
I'm sure your cheesecake will arrive shortly.
Very well then. I grab the glass, I'm assuming, or the cup.
Little saucer.
Yeah, the little
You know,
saucer.
it's one of those, like, a group drinks it, then smashes it to show that they're going into a battle, they're going to die, and it's one of those kind of deals.
I grab it. Look at the young lord.
You drink it? Oh, sorry, don't want to assume, but...
Sorry, I just wanted to ask one thing before. Sure. When you lead me back to my friends, do we get a head start, or does the fight just commence?
I will be sending you accompanied by somebody who has nothing to gain from trying to attack you. We have someone who is, he's not doing much else at the moment. I unfortunately cannot dictate, well, that's a lie. I could dictate it. But I do my best not to dictate the actions of the table members during the hunts, because I have no real personal, stake, if I'm going to be honest with you. As long as the peace of Honokuni remains between the hunts, I'm fine. But I, personally, I'm not interested in helping either side to win. I just want it to end.
And you think by continuously doing it, it'll end?
As I had mentioned before, the few times that we have tried to allow them to play out indefinitely, the members of the hunt eventually became aggressive and tried to take over the country, tried to overthrow us. We had to take action against them. We've seen on more than one occasion that this inevitably is what ends up happening, and we do not want to inflict the eternal night upon our people.
My young lord, I mean no disrespect, and I will drink this. Now, do you really want peace for your land?
I do.
At whatever cost?
I do.
What if the cost is your life? And this is not a threat. This is just a genuine question.
You see more of a reaction from Hirohito when you say that. Again, previously eyes closed, looking somewhat to the side. His eyes open, and you feel just a sharp... His gaze is almost painful for a second on you as you become aware that he locks his eyes on you, before you say it's not a threat. As you do, the young lord seems relatively unfazed.
It is possible that my position here may be what's keeping it going. But Honokuni is mine, and after everything that we went through to get to where we are and to save it from what happened to it before this all happened, we can't imagine abandoning it. And if I were to die and the table were to be dissolved, and if that didn't help anybody, if things just stayed the way that they were and people had to live in this terrible place forever, I couldn't stand the thought of that.
Fair enough. I take the drink, and I start chugging.
As you do. Every light, as the moon usually does, whenever there's a member of the hunt being attacked, the moon and all sources of light turn red. Those who are back in the temple, resting. This would be about 8 hours after you guys began to rest. The moon turns red. There's a cold gust of wind as every source of light near you flickers. As this happens, it lasts only a brief amount of time, half a minute or so, and then fades back out. Wrench, you finish drinking it. You find you can taste. You had been told before that you were able to taste things in the young lord's estate. As you do so, it is relatively sweet. Has a very bitter aftertaste to it.
Oh, hey. Oh. Sorry. Apologies. The taste. It's weird. Not used to it. It's been a bit.
As you say this, almost immediately, you hear the clattering of a plate as you see the hand of a Crimson Butterfly placing a full little serving of a cheesecake in front of you. Just a perfectly round serving of cheesecake in front of you on a plate. Utensils beside it.
Is there anything else you'd like while you're here?
Nah. This will do. Thank you. Maybe some water to, push it down, but...
With great immediacy, a pitcher of water and a glass are also placed next to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. As I say thank you, I pick up the fork and the knife and I start cutting like a gentleman.
Eating your cheesecake like a fine steak.
Yeah. Taking my sweet ass time.
So tell me, if you could have anything, why is it you wouldn't want your arm and your eye restored?
Honestly, I kind of like the arm. I like working with my hands, and this is just a testament of my work.
I understand that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pissed as hell that they took my arm and eye, but I like to see the bright side of that at least. Doesn't mean I don't want them dead.
Yeah. Sometimes survival means taking the things that should disfigure us and turning them into our strengths. We understand that. And you are much stronger for what you've been through. Your brilliance is wasted, though. It's a shame.
Why is that?
If it wasn't for the family getting in your way, you could have done so much more outside, at least from what I saw. When Jakku won and took their seat upon the table, one of the wishes that they made, well, the wish that they made, was that they be given a vehicle that was befitting of the status that they had tried to claim where they came from. The same technology that was used, apparently, to protect and elevate the city that they're from was used and reapplied by the power of this place to create that airship they now have, which serves as the throne that they couldn't have outside. But a lot like how I believe that Jakku could have done so much more if she had been allowed the rule that she had so desperately tried to.
I mean, that's fair.
You performed no crime. except that you realized who you were working for.
Wrench is just in silence. Stopped eating his cheesecake. Just contemplating the words that were said to him. I mean, you are right. But unfortunately, that's in the past.
I wonder what kind of positive changes somebody with your skill set could make to Honokuni. I bet you could make everyone much happier here.
Like doing what? An artificial sun? Flying machines?
Well, maybe flying machines if you could make them. Our world has technologically been stuck. We've had a few people come and go who... We've had inventors, but for the most part they haven't been amazing. Nobody like you. You have such amazing practical knowledge.
Hypothetically,
think that-
sorry.
Oh, you go ahead.
What would you want built?
I'm not sure. Although...
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Oh,
Younglord.
there it is. There it is. Heckin', no, my audio keeps skipping out.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
The young lord was so kind of us to let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a sweetie.
Thank you, young lord.
Mm-hmm.
Cut off.
I'm trying to figure out why that happened. It happened like twice. It's probably
Thank you, not so
reflecting
young
in-
lord.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, okay, guys. Again. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Sorry, what was the last thing you guys heard?
There was no skips on my part.
There's no skips
Yeah,
here.
no skits on mine.
You're fine.
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah,
we heard
right.
you. Grounds,
Smooth is
everyone.
better, boy.
It's true.
It's a good program. We use it.
It's so
have
good.
For four and a
Wait a
half
sec.
years.
No, you don't understand. It's not Streamz,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
my
no.
whole computer.
Uh-oh.
That's why I just said, I can't hear you. Like my audio, I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna see if that fixes it.
Eggy.
Yeah. I'm gonna just give it a sec. I'm gonna see if it does it again.
I love him
Cinnamon.
Vanilla.
Cinnamon. I love him.
Oh, my audio's.
Fucking, I saw him make, like, ice cream coleslaw, and it was the most upsetting thing I've ever seen.
So many of those,
What?
I'm like, a white
Dude.
person made this recipe clearly.
Yup. It was basically Cool Whip and
I'm
cabbage, and I
turning
wanted
my-
to die.
Okay.
Turning stuff on. Okay.
You guys are
Make a
fucking
wall.
The
awesome.
opposite.
They're really great.
No, he's great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
All right. Hopefully that fixed it.
Everyone mark off technical
I
difficulties.
think.
Let's fucking go.
I think my claret might be overheating.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yep. It is what
That
it
doesn't
is.
sound good.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Hence the skipping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
There's no way to know if it was successful except to keep on going.
I'm going to turn.
The stuff y'all were doing was great. Oh my god.
Thanks.
Like,
I'm gonna turn the bot back on, and then I'd like to continue.
Me too.
There we go. Okay. Sorry. So that was right. Heckin'. Rewinding. This is why sometimes I wish we could all just be at a table.
Yeah.
It may be in your interest to know. Mother Tier comes from a place that has vastly different technology than where you're from. You could say that it's much more advanced, but it's different. You could probably learn a lot from them. They've described things that sound ridiculous and uncanny to me. But you'd probably have a very keen interest in it.
Is Alejandro there? Did he go somewhere?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm contemplating.
Okay.
I'm
I'm just making
contemplating
sure
the
you didn't
words.
walk off.
No.
Silent for dramatic effect.
Yep.
It's fine.
Drama. Again, something to consider.
I'm going to retreat to the upper levels. You have the full run of this place. Hirohito's going to stay with you. And if you need anything, just ask anybody. When you're ready to go, you'll be taken to the front and escorted back to your friends. Word should already have gone out to them by this point that you're safe and that they should expect to see you again soon.
Thank you.
He stands. The set of paper doors that are directly behind him, on the farthest side of the room, walks to, he opens. He walks backwards. You see in the distance there's a flight of stairs at the end of this hallway. Hirohito closes them behind him. And then walks to and stands directly in the way of those doors once again. Hands in front of him, staying almost motionless. You are left in this room alone with him, and there is a overwhelming silence as the presence of this man fills the room to the brim. You would be granted anything that you asked for. Is there anything else that you would want?
Can I ask Hirohito a question?
You could try.
Ooh.
As I keep eating my cheesecake with the elegance of a refined gentleman.
A refined raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
I ask Hirohito. Don't know if he'll answer, but I ask, why do you care so much about him? I understand he's your lord, but
Why
just
do
curious.
I care so much about the young Lord Samurai?
Well,
there's not much to it. He
just
saved
loyalty.
me.
He saved you. That's it?
All of those who work in service to Honokuni come from a background that has left them with less than they deserve. I'm no different.
I mean, I can respect that. Just trying to understand what makes it take a little more. That's all. I drink my water. Put it down. So, what other places does this nice place have?
Given the way things are going, once you leave this room, you will be leaving. And as long as you are in it, you can have whatever you want.
In this specific room?
Yes.
Okay. And I can't see anything with a predator eye, right? Except for, I'm assuming, the butterflies.
Correct.
Right. I mean, I'd say I'd take a cheesecake to go, but, you know, I wouldn't taste it, right?
Correct. You can only taste things as long as you are here.
Man.
Such is one of the curses of this place.
Do you enjoy it? The hunt, I mean, sorry.
I don't take part.
So who all drinks the wine? Is it just the hunted and hunters, or anybody who wants to partake?
We only have so much of it. So we try to save it as best we can. It has to be used in this ritual, after all.
But you've tasted it.
As the young lord said, I have been known to partake of it. But only whenever there is more than we need.
Then wouldn't that mean you're a part of the hunted? Or hunters? It's just a genuine question.
I have always, since the very, very beginning, been a part of the hunt. It is our superstition within Honokuni that the hunt echoes the events that built the table to begin with. Those who tried to steal this land out from under the feet of those that it belonged to were hunted down, and they were killed. Order was established. And I stand now in the exact same place that I stood when it happened, at the young lord's side, ensuring his protection, ensuring that he gets what he deserves.
And what does he deserve?
Safety. Rulership. To decide the fate of the country that was supposed to be his. Comfort. And to never have the kindness that is at the core of him challenged, no matter how terrible things get outside.
Does that mean you don't tell him everything?
I do whatever he asks of me. I am his blade, and that is it.
Okay. I can at least respect that. Loyalty is a rare commodity, so...
Indeed.
Whether you kill me, or however this plays out, I'm glad I at least got to talk to a lot of you.
You're glad?
Yeah. I know it's weird and sadistic, but I'd at least like to poke into the brain of the folks that put me in this whole circumstance.
My lord did not put you here. He didn't wish for this to be inflicted on you. You understand that?
I mean, yes, I do get that. But that was before this. You understand, right?
Before you were brought here.
Right. My whole concept of this whole thing is that he brought me here, and then I was just being targeted and hunted.
He wasn't
just
the
like I
one
was.
that wanted that to be done.
I know. Which is why I appreciated this conversation.
I see. I apologize then for snapping at you.
It's all good. I understand. All right. I'm ready. Do I just walk out the door?
I'll escort you down. You're higher up than you think you are.
Oh. Great. Well, I appreciate it.
He walks over to the other side of the room, pulls open the door that's behind you, and you see you are, in fact, relatively high up. You are currently on one of the upper floors of a castle that is overlooking castle grounds that are relatively large. It's a feudalistic, Japanese-looking area, so it's the central castle, the mansion, as we had called it much more previously when the other players had been here. It's a pagoda that goes up in the center of it, surrounded by effectively a stronghold with various buildings. You are walked around, down a flight of stairs, down out through the entrance of it. As you are walked through it, you take note that this place is at the center of that crest of mountains that exists to the farthest west of the of Bochi, where you had been before. You see in the distance a long, expansive forest that is covered in a thick mist that you would recognize from other angles as the Akuma Kyofu, which the others had recommended you not go into. As you progress down, you see that this entire castle stronghold area is surrounded by water that looks relatively beautiful. It appears to have been built into the middle of a massive lake that flows down from the mountains. And you can hear the distant sound of what seems to be a waterfall to the west. You are walked down the various layers of this structure. Outside, eventually, Hirohito hits a point where a drawbridge has to be extended out across a large body of water. You are left alone during that period as he puts his hand forward and ushers you to walk across it. As you do, as you look across, you see the same carriage that Hirohito had once used to show up and invite you all to come to the no longer occurring banquet. You see that carriage parked on the other side with a figure, difficult to see through the mists at this point, standing in front of it, opening the carriage door. I'll be seeing you when I see you, I suppose.
Till then. I walk towards the carriage.
As you do, as you get close enough, you see the figure that is standing in front of it is someone you have not seen before. They appear to be a warrior who's clad in tattered blue clothing. They have a couple weapons strapped to their back. They appear to be wearing what looks to be the upper armor of a samurai. They have a helmet with a large crest on it. You've probably seen the art before.
Ooh, I don't think I have, actually.
You walk towards this figure. You see one very intense silver eye reflecting light out from under this helmet, looking towards you.
So then you're a member of the hunt then? The last one?
Apparently I am.
Do you know where the others would still be?
I thought you would know that. I actually don't know if they strayed too far from where they were.
I know where you were taken from, but if they've moved. I unfortunately don't have the ability to locate people that some other people here do.
Ah, that's fine. Last location would be fine. I can make my way from there. I hope.
All right. He holds the door open. Bang indeed.
Bang.
Did I miss you?
I get in.
You got in. He closes it behind you. You hear the movement of him moving out front. Getting into the front of it, and with the sound of a whip going, the oxen that drive this begin to turn, and you are led back through the Akuma Kyofu. At this point, about 9-10 hours would have passed for those that are over at the temple. Miriam,
it's me.
You would, around 8 hours, 20 minutes. Just after everything turns red, you would hear a message in your head that you would tell was from Mother Tyr. You would receive a iteration of the sending spell. And just very briefly, you would hear,
"Your friend is all right. Relatively. That change was them. They're initiated. They will return to you soon. Remain safe."
And that's the message.
Right back at you, lady. Did you know you guys have a dragon? Not like the other... Do you know you have 2 dragons? And that's all I respond. Maybe 3? I don't know. I swear there's another dragon, you guys.
You get another message back as they cast it again in response to that. And you just hear,
"Oh, Joy, you've met. I wish you the best of luck."
Oh no. Oh no. I hope you're having a good... whenever it is.
Damn.
Ciao. Hey guys, Wrench is coming back.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
He points to the moon.
Ah.
Shots.
Initiated.
Okay.
Well,
That's that.
at least
then.
he's safe and coming back to us then.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad he's coming back, but I don't like that.
Nothing can be done about it at this juncture.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Where does that leave the banquet then?
They're saving us the time.
The fact that they let him go and are sending it our way means that I don't think they're in an explicit rush at this point. That or they've decided we're not coming and they're going to kill us. One or the other.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. So we
hope it's
think
the
they're
former.
not mad at us now, or?
I don't know them.
That's true.
I think they're just in a perpetual state of mad at us.
One's a kid who's like older than all of us combined. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm not counting you, Flux. You're like 7.
Fair.
We're not going to count your cosmic age because I feel like that's unfair to him.
Mentally, yes. I have been awake for 7 years.
Oh, I was right. Jeez, that was like off the cuff.
Well, you're smarter than you
Well
look.
done.
Marion.
Maybe I just internalized that at some point. But yeah, no. So there's that, and then I guess that and someone 30 years his senior, ballpark.
Roughly.
So yeah, it's a couple millenniums too many for me. So I can't propose I would ever really understand them and whether or not they ate us. I don't know if they're capable of that.
Tag hands Flux a piece of candy.
Oh, where did it get candy?
Is
What
it the strawberry candies that you just
Whoa.
find at the
It's
bottom
not
of your
like he's
purse?
gonna be able to
Yo,
tell.
those
No,
are
it's-
great though.
It's Werther's.
Yeah, you
Of
those
course
are-
it's
yeah.
Werther's.
Yeah,
Those
love
are
Werther's.
so good.
Thanks, Dad.
Heck yeah. Can you taste it?
Just have a mouth.
Nar.
Yup.
He wouldn't
He's
be
just
able to
banging it against his face.
I have like a hidden that can imbibe things, but I have no reason to taste.
Crushes it. Thank you.
I'm like a nutcracker.
It's like an
Ooh,
Andalite,
candy.
crushes it, puts it on the ground, like digs heel into it.
Tasty.
Disturbing to behold.
One more out of Universe Thing as Flux plants it. It's like, there, now a caramel tree will grow.
Oh, that'd be the best though.
If he's coming back
Honokuni,
straight
who knows?
from there, I mean, I imagine they got there in as much time as probably have at least 4 or 5 hours minimum before he gets back. I'll presume longer.
We should continue just to focus on resting for now.
I mean, I wasn't gonna do anything.
That's
I'm in my happy bubble. This is the safest place in the country for me right now.
How long does the bubble last?
I really like it.
8 hours. The first one would have been gone by now.
Oh, you mean
I would have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it too.
Feels quite safe.
Relatively speaking.
Well,
Much as it can be.
Indeed.
Well, the chair apparently knows about him. I think I was right. I think my presumption was correct. And given the mumble grumble as he flew away, pretty sure that's Gelfus.
Ah.
Oh, really?
They said, "Oh, great, you've met. Good luck with that," or whatever. It's not I'm paraphrasing, but that's roughly what I got from them.
That
Gelfus was the wizard, right? Right.
Yeah,
Right?
he's,
Okay.
he's the guy to the south.
Yeah, he's one of the only
To the
people
east.
that's.
To the east?
God damn.
Why do I have
The
south
window!
in my brain?
Because it was
Matt-
south. Yeah, it was south to go through Dead Man's Wake to get to south
Right.
of Honokuni, but from where you are, he's to the east.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that because this whole time I'm like, why is he going to the east? I thought he was to south. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm
Would be, like,
directionally
east,
challenged.
south,
That's
east.
fine. The map is
Same.
the Honokuni. I was like, I always make my maps with north up for some reason. I was like, you know what? This one's gonna be like a little. It's a little bit. It's not.
You're fucking me
There's
up
no,
here,
there's no,
Laidlaw.
there's no
God
magnetic
damn
north
it.
here. It wouldn't be a consideration.
Okay, he's too. Thank you.
Man, a compass just wouldn't do
Damn.
anything here. It would just point towards like the nearest mountain, probably.
Just spin.
You do the cinematic spinning. It's got.
It's dramatic, just.
Or actually, I guess it might go to like Mount Vajril or something.
Because it would go to the largest deposit of like metal.
Yeah. Actually, probably point to the Young Lord's Castle then, because that would be the bigger mountain range.
Yeah, probably.
I love this.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Kind of useful, actually.
Which would, ironically,
Magic.
make
It always
the map,
points to the Young Lord's
make the
estate.
map the useful way, where that would be the north that everyone thinks it is. But it's not, so it's not what we're doing.
Look, I found a compass in my bag.
Oh.
Those are like 1,000 gold or something.
It spins rapidly and then cracks for some reason.
I hate this place. I hate it. Oh, terrible.
I should have expected this.
Oh.
Typical gnomish craftsmanship. Perfect.
Damn! Yeah, perfect. Damn.
That's what it was supposed to do.
We
North
got,
is that way.
I got a bit, but there's no way we could really figure out which way to go to meet them. They could come through the woods. They might come from the road.
We should just stay here.
Yeah, let's do nothing. I am nothing.
For once?
Slap him in the face.
What the fuck?
Would like to do one thing. Am I able to step outside of the bubble for a moment?
Yeah, you can, as long as you're in when I make it, you can come and go when you want. I'm the only one who can't leave.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna step outside and just like take a piece of debris that maybe got knocked loose from the temple during all of our fighting and come back.
Alrighty. You can absolutely do that.
Heck yeah. I'll make a note of that.
You should have told him he could never leave. Just to see what would happen.
That would be rude.
I'm
Powerful
bored!
Demiplane spell.
You could be bored, but not rude.
I'm bored!
I don't think you're hearing what I am saying. That would not be cool.
No.
I hate you.
May I come back in now? Knock, knock.
Never! As you try and knock it, your hand just passes through.
Oh,
Abby, we can try and play a game if you're bored.
Yeah, like what?
I don't like. Do you know how to do like pancake games?
Oh no, I have a really fun game I like to play with Lexi Avi.
Oh.
It's a real fun game, but they
Oh.
ask a question and then you ask a question and you have
I
to
don't
answer
like that
honestly.
game. We all three of us played that game before, and I don't really like that game.
That's my favorite game to
Miriam.
play with you specifically.
No, leave me alone.
What is this
You
game?
played what?
I have a question for you then, Lexi.
I didn't consent to this game.
Oh, good. We're all playing a game.
Oh, we're playing a game, Lexi.
It's democracy, Lexi. Sorry, you've been overruled.
Fine.
Wouldn't want to be rude.
I just wanted to play a fun pancake game, but I see how it is.
Avi,
right?
Avi, while
So we can
asking
play.
questions, will like raise her hands for pancake.
Yay! We're just doing that while asking questions.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Pancake, let's go. Stabby sisters.
Doing it.
Why, outside of general prejudice and worry about the family, why in Summergrass do you hide that you're a Kitsandria?
I mean, like kind of really early on in the group, I kind of slipped up that I was a Kitsadria, and it kind of got all of us into trouble. So I don't really want to cause trouble for everybody again. So I kind of do my best to just blend in. And I know I shouldn't, but I'm just kind of used to doing it.
Well, the way things are now with us there, would you be open to hiding less?
That's a rule infraction. You've busted
Oh.
the rules. It's Lexi's turn to ask a question.
I see.
Oh,
All right.
Oh!
Well, I will come back to that. Ask
Oh.
away.
I don't even know what I would ask.
Well, you don't have to ask as long as you ask someone a question. Everyone apparently wants to play. And whoever you ask asks next.
Oh, okay. Fenris.
I'm eating. I can't answer right now.
No, keep going. Don't worry. She'll get through it.
Why is it so important to you that I eat stew?
Fenris will narrow her eyes as
a
you
healthy meal.
Exactly. We've had just looks at Aviana
but,
like she's gonna help. Ditches
Okay,
that
but
effort.
like fruits and vegetables are good for you, so like I can just eat strawberries and I would be okay.
Strawberries on vegetables.
And a vegetable. No.
They're fruits. Fruits and
They're
vegetables
healthier.
are good for you. They're
Well,
healthy.
You need a healthy, balanced diet.
Tag did
Okay.
ask you this question.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a
That was-
rules infraction.
That
but-
was not cool.
However, what he said. But also, she'll like pluck the stick of healing, the rod of healing from, I don't know where she was
From
being
Flux.
healed. Yeah, she'll
Flux
yoink it. No, it's not set on vibrate. Shut up. Like
It's always set on vibrate.
she'll draw like a triangle. There are things on this list that are good.
The food pyramid right now.
Yes. Yes. I mean, mostly I want you to put every step forward the best you can, and really a good meal is the basis of determining how a day can go, in my personal opinion sometimes. So, I mean, I do it with good intent, despite all of the rebuttal I receive. Squints.
No, I just wanted to know why it was so important to you. It's not that
I
bad.
mean, it's just also, it's what I used to eat. And I can't help but want to share that. I don't know.
All right,
You
what's
don't
your
have
question,
to eat
Fenris?
Yeah, what's your question, Fenris?
Hmm.
And she doesn't have to eat stew. She can't just eat strawberries.
She doesn't have to eat stew, but she can't just... Yes, exactly. She can't just eat strawberries as she likes to, sunbathing in the middle of the day, taking her 4th nap of the day. It's simply not healthy.
Enough with the food.
I
We
vote she can
can't
do whatever
have
she
it.
Okay,
wants.
then.
I'm sad.
Thank
Okay.
you, Aviana.
Since you spoke up, Fenris will like roll over, and she's got her legs kicking like she's at a little sleepover.
Let's go.
She'll point at Nemric. I have a question for you.
Hmm?
I don't know what it is yet.
I get that. I get that.
While you're thinking
You
of it,
feel
what,
it in your heart.
while you're thinking of it, what are we doing?
We're
Oh,
playing a game.
Yes, you must tell the truth.
Oh shit.
It's true.
So long as you're in this dome.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Yo,
Like is it like is it like a for re- like is there like a zone of truth or
prepared.
something? I don't know.
Absolutely is not, but
Okay.
you will
I
never
always,
pretend that there is.
as part of the Oath of Crown, I always have Zone of Truth.
Well then,
Hell yeah! You're willing to burn that sad
like-
boy? Let's
I
go.
glance over
I
at...
didn't need to ask why. I was just like, I'm just gonna tell the truth no matter what.
Okay. Ooh. There's so many good questions.
Pick your favorite one.
You only have
I say,
one,
still
right?
playing patty cake with Aviana. Like,
Oh yeah, we're high speed fucking
let's
secret
go.
handshake. Let's go beach.
Let's go beach.
Make it count, Osele. I promise I'll give you one truthful answer.
No, she can. No,
That's so much more pressure.
no. The game is that you can ask the
Nemric,
question.
you start
always have
thinking
to tell
about
the
your
truth.
question while she's puzzling on hers.
You can ask anyone. Doesn't have to be Thanos.
It's true.
I suppose. Interesting.
Are these supposed to be fun questions? Or
You can be whatever
You
you
can
want.
ask
I don't
whatever
care.
you want. Yeah.
Whatever
Is
you
this-
fucking want.
Like,
Question's a
just wanted to
question.
know the stakes of the... But are we being mean?
Are
So
you
anything
being
you
mean?
can
If you
be
want to
mean.
ask a mean question, that's
I mean, I
tea,
could
like,
be mean.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to bully me, Osele?
Oh, I do.
No, well, when I played this last, there were specifications on the rules, or something similar. Has your faith in Fiona ever been in question by yourself?
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Uh-huh.
Truthful.
one of the Lords of Hell.
She's gonna like smack.
A real twat.
Well then.
She's like my spiritual mom auntie.
Aviana, watch your language.
Absolutely.
I will
fucking
say,
not.
I will say that there are times that when I get my missions that I'm not entirely sure why that they are important to Lady Fiona. But as far as my faith in her, it does not waver.
Ah.
Kind of like
That's an
looks
answer.
away as he says that part.
All right, Nem, you're up.
Right.
You should have a bunch of these questions.
Let's try something a bit more light. Flux.
Yes, Master Nemric?
Have you do you get enjoyment out of the little things you do to torment everyone?
Tilt head aside like a dog. I am sorry, I do not believe I understand the question. Have I been tormenting you guys? I did not mean to.
The small things that seem to be less optimal than what I would expect of a pure, unfeeling being. Do you get enjoyment out of them? Such as, well, points off toward the massager. That thing, for example. Or even what you remember of your bit of a bout of madness. Was any of it fun for you?
This is your nice question?
I'd love to see some of your mean questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
Is the one thing that I'm mostly interested in, honestly.
I do not believe I without much enjoyment. I certainly wish to make devices that can help you all in the most efficient way that I can, but I suppose I have made certain concessions to the user experience. I had honestly not given it perhaps as much thought as I should.
So you felt no enjoyment when you covered that man in deer urine?
That's another question.
That's a second question.
And it was wolf urine.
Wolf urine, my bad. I was not paying too much attention. I was too busy scaring off a guy who turned out to be someone who was scary. Anyway.
And I did not cover him in wolf urine. I made him smell like wolf urine with magic.
You didn't have any regular wolf urine on hand.
Right. Oh, I am rather concerned. I will endeavor to do better. I'm sorry that I came across as tormenting all of you. I will.
Flux, it was fun.
No.
The only
Don't listen to
accidental
him.
tormenting you've done is the fucking bird thing you made. Outside of that, you're fine.
Oh no.
Okay, you guys squared up about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Flux,
no.
it's your turn now.
Oh,
The floor is yours.
let's see. What would be interesting? Master Tag. Which one of your children is your favorite?
Oh my god! Nimric would have been taking a drink of like his water skin and immediately spits it out. Oh my goodness!
Fenris is looking anywhere but Tag, but you can feel her eyes on you anyway.
One moment. He like steps away from the group for a second, just like yells into like his like sleeping bag, like, "Oh my god!"
Oh boy.
I have no favorites. They are both my favorite children.
Is that true? Oh, it's not my turn, sorry.
Your cadence has become different somehow.
No, this is the same as it always is.
Oh, we're talking about actual children.
Yes, they are both my favorite. I have no... I lean towards none of them in particular.
Do you see what I mean whenever I say it's the most interesting thing?
Spence, roll like a D100 and then it'll decide which one's your favorite.
Roll
That's
deception.
what I got you into cards.
Yeah.
11.
Did you assign a child to above or below
No,
50?
you said you would.
Okay, the boy is your favorite.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh no, you're that dead.
So you're that guy, yep.
Oh no.
They are both my favorite.
I can't believe you're lying. Wow.
Oh, you got the man's answer.
It's true. I'm not allowed to ask any follow-ups.
It's true.
I appreciate your answer.
I enjoy you deeply, Flux.
Aw, I enjoy you deeply too, Master Nemric. But never betray us, or I will kill you without hesitation.
I love you.
What the? Oh.
Ignore that, Tagachi. You're up.
We have time for one more question before the curtain pulls and we fade out into blackness. So make
How dare
it
you?
out.
No, this is game. No.
We'll do our own Chat19 with blackjack and hookers.
I believe, based on
Yes,
what I
sir.
think are the rules, that Taguchi, I think you get the next question?
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miriam and Avi haven't been asked questions. I'm just throwing that out there.
Fuck inclusivity. Ask what you want.
That's true. That's true.
Clearly hasn't put any thought into this. He was completely caught off guard.
Yeah.
Viana,
Oh boy. Yes.
you've mentioned that you have you have a romantic partner.
Uh-huh.
What's he like?
Haven't I already already answered this question before.
I don't think I don't remember.
Go into great detail.
Answer it again.
What makes you drawn to him?
Oh, well, we've known each other since we were kids. And he was the first person to ever just treat me normally, I guess.
Has that been an issue where you were from?
That's a different question.
Apologies.
She is bright red.
Aww.
The trick is, the more players you play with, the harder it is to really nail in on the answers you want. You gotta be very specific with what you ask in this game.
Yeah. Also, you would really be helping me out if you told me, Abby.
Well, what I like about him, or what draws me to him, I guess, it's not just that he's kind, but I guess it's that he doesn't really know how to be anyone but him. But at the same time, it's not... He makes me laugh more than... just in a way that nobody else can, I guess.
I understand.
He's supportive in everything, no matter what I've thrown at him, no matter who I've been. He's always been there. I guess the word is unconditionally. I don't deserve him, but...
Well, that's
Don't
not
say that.
Yeah, that's not true.
You are deserving of love.
I think
I'm
everybody
not,
is.
but he has a lot of growing to do. A lot of things to learn.
Who doesn't?
Not just about the world, but about himself. And I don't know, he's easy to talk to, I guess.
Do you guys hear that?
What?
I think I might. I'm not sure if I do, but I think I might hear a carriage.
Oh.
I don't hear anything.
Man, that took a long time.
Damn, did you hear that? There's a carriage.
Every question took a whole hour.
Drawn as we go into intermission.
You're talking crazy.
That's bullshit. Miriam didn't get asked the question. I feel robbed.
You had your chances.
I don't know, Miriam, why is sex a band-aid to you?
Everybody.
Damn. Oh.
Fucking Avi peeking her head over as the curtain goes back to the screen. I don't know, Miriam, why is this such a...
She gets pulled off by a big cane.
By a big cane.
It's just a Constantinian hammer. Just
Hell yeah.
Bullshit.
I got Avi to blush.
Yeah, you did, Brady, bitch.
Amazing.
I'm gonna reach my spirit back.
It was a good time.
Hell
yeah.
You're lucky I didn't get asked a question.
I would love to hear Miriam's question.
I wasted mine.
Nope. No, you didn't.
Bleh.
It's a game.
How
It's
dare
supposed to
you.
be fun. Doesn't need to be
It's
fucking
true.
dramatic. Like,
It's
yeah.
true.
Nah, you
was a
wasted
good-
it.
Shut the fuck
You
up,
get
Daddy.
out of here.
Alejandro, I love you. Hush.
Damn.
Kick your
Shut up.
ass.
I feel like I had the best question though.
I don't know. I felt like I had the best question.
That's true.
Dude, I had to seriously think about the one that I was asked.
Yeah.
Ooh,
He's just like,
at least you had to actually think. Good.
Good.
I don't know, because maybe some things in his head are more difficult now than they were before.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Nemric?
We're turning you.
Yes.
I just love the question immediately goes to Flux, and it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Immediately after, proves why I asked the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolute monster.
Who's your favorite child?
I can't believe you'd ask that.
I
I
can.
love absolute monster.
Surely
Just
one
like,
of them must be
Flux, you are-
performing better than the others.
Flux,
You know
you are
what's
my
funny?
favorite. You are my absolute favorite.
It's funny, Carrie. You said
Yeah.
my son was my favorite.
But it's
He's
actually
the
the girl.
youngest. No,
Yeah.
no, he's the youngest. So I'm just imagining like, yeah, I fucked up that one. So I fucked up the
She's
other
the
one.
first pancake. I'm not a fan. God damn.
Fuck.
She turned out a little weird.
The second go around, man, I got that shit on lock.
That's so cold. God damn.
Yeah, the first kid started calling himself a monkey and started, I don't know, it was weird.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
That's rough.
It takes too much after me.
That's tough.
That's tough. Damn.
That's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy. Whew.
Pat, pat.
That's funny though.
It's taking time's a charm. God damn it, thank you. Oh. Like it inside bar Alejandro, all that shit that y'all and Logan were doing, that
Fucking
was great.
juice.
That was so good. That was
So
good
talented.
talent. Oh my
So
god.
good.
So fucking talented. It's bullshit.
Dude, your
I was just asking shit
question.
I was
Angry
curious
about-
about.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Raven's right. Game's been spicy today. It's been a real spicy game.
I'm just imagining in my head as soon as like Flux is like, I don't know what you mean, and just like immediately first thoughts just come straight into just the spiders inside of all of the potions.
Yeah.
They start going into the weird vibrating healing thing that turned into a thing that could shoot fire. He did not forget about that.
Lily is horrible to us when he's being nice to us. Fuck.
Do people not like being covered in thousands of spiders?
Holy shit.
Man, I truly do not
thousands of
understand
miniature
you
spiders
organic
stitching them up.
beings. You bunch of weirdos.
Don't get it.
It is the most efficient method.
God.
They're
That's what I'm right back.
these thousands of spiders are constantly stitching your flesh back together.
And all right, I found it. I had to go through heckin' Aaron's Discord to find it, but
It is
this
hot
meme,
down here.
this meme was Avi the entire time.
Especially because I got two computers on and I'm streaming. So
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that
ooh.
that sounds like a you are in a sauna right now.
Yep.
Fuck.
Luckily, it's a bigger space, so like it's regulating a lot better,
Mhm.
but it's still pretty. Ugh.
Totally.
Fair.
Oh, I love the space. I have so much room. I can like. My
There's
God.
so much room,
so
for,
much room for
activities.
activities.
I do. I have so much room for activities.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I ordered a.
Oh.
Go ahead. I was just saying I
Well-
ordered a smoothie. So
Sorry, that's great.
no, you're good.
Accidentally cutting off Brayden is one of the best things you could possibly do.
Shut up! Silence! Anywho, we're on a break, so I feel like this is probably the best place to say it, Logan. But I was wondering, because we haven't updated the time cleric spells in a while,
Oh yeah, yeah.
if like I get more above 5th level.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. Clerics only. They only get like sort of the heckin' domain spells up to 5th level.
Ah, I see. Okay. I was just making sure that we were up to date with stuff.
No,
Damn.
Okay.
you don't get any more,
Okay. I just was asking.
and you wasted my time by asking.
Oh my god.
Wow, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're gonna make her cry.
Logan!
Wah, wah, wah.
didn't waste my time.
How dare you?
I mean, you did, but he's not mad about it.
Okay, Cody, who the frick asked you?
Serious.
Yeah, Cody,
You
you murderer.
stinker.
Hey, if we got that awesome scene out of me murdering you, I'm sorry. I guess I'm a killer.
Damn. You're welcome, actually.
You're welcome, actually.
That's insane.
The best.
I got you cheesecake. You're welcome.
Probably the best conditions for somebody to die under. And all it cost you was 1 point of wisdom.
Woo!
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, what a bargain.
What was your wisdom before, BB?
20.
Oh,
Damn!
I'd cry if I lost my 20 decks, so you know what? I get it.
Yep,
I'd
same.
cry.
for a lot of
Yeah,
I'm so
same.
sorry.
I would also
this
cry
is
if I
true.
lost my
Oh,
20
y'all.
decks.
Listen, guys, it's a
Yeah.
roll, and it's like, it's not even like I don't tell you what it corresponds to. You roll 1d6, and you just, starting at the top, go down. 1 is strength,
Yeah,
2 is
that's
dex,
what I
3
did.
is con.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Delicate mystery.
You know.
Which is why I saw it coming a mile away when I saw when I saw that 5, I was like, well, I'm fucked.
Fucking Nemric over here being like, I'll roll twice. Both are dex. Wonderful.
I technically
That's
rolled
cool.
3 times,
Kill me.
but the second one didn't show on Fantasy Grounds, so I had to roll again, and it came to be a 2 again.
Shouldn't Nemric's stats be a lot lower just because of how many times he's died?
Or maybe he's just been fucking great just forever.
I'm just amazing, guys.
You just rolled
That's
really,
insane.
really well in
all my
creation.
stats started off as 20s.
Emmerich in the house is what they call an absolute unit.
Nice. Hell yeah.
But then how did they kill him?
With other absolute units.
They got someone who is Lorgan and Chorg.
4 of the
Lorgan and
deaths were
Chorg.
Legion.
No, 4 of the deaths was this guy running through hell named Doom Guy. I don't understand.
He's been a real nuisance.
He's been a bit of a nuisance.
We're all
So you
thorn
get
on our
along.
side.
I don't think we do. He's killed me 4 times.
Oh, I don't mean get along. You have that in common. Just being a total fucking nuisance.
I too like joking about my death, Avian. I'm playing.
Bring it, bitch.
Bitch.
I can't bring it. I already died.
Batch.
It's
Damn,
Brittany.
You alive and you got cheesecake. You calm down.
Yeah, I didn't get cheesecake when I got brought back. I was brought back in the arms of Fenris, though, so I'll take it.
Where the
Hell yeah.
fuck is my
That's a different kind of
cheesecake?
Yeah,
right?
baby.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, damn.
Oh, survived
Y'all
by
are
a hot
absolute
girl that I feel
dogs.
Y'all have
confused
3
about.
minutes, and then we're coming off a break.
Woo!
It's not nearly enough for you to give me my cheesecake.
Alejandro, is cheesecake French's favorite food?
It is now.
Hell yeah.
I
It was
love
the
that
first thing I thought of.
Nice.
you do love cheesecake.
I was just sitting there
'Cause it's
I'm just sitting there
excellent.
imagining that Wrench has never had cheesecake before, and but he's heard how good it is. He's like, cheesecake. Taste it. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
They weren't lying.
Oh my god.
This cheesecake factory they all spoke of. Holy shit.
It doesn't really taste like cheese, but it's
What,
pretty
you
good.
got like a cheesecake factory back there?
They just actually do.
Do you like a cheesecake factory back there? Fucking Samurai leans to Hirohito. Write that down.
Could you write that?
We're gonna need that.
Once
We're
we get out
gonna
of
need
here,
one of those.
That'll appease the people. That'll make them forget about the war and the hunt.
Whenever this hunt is over, I'm using my unlimited cosmic powers to put a cheesecake factory in here.
Oh.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Damn,
A
once we get out of
cheesecake
here.
factory where a cheesecake factory ought to be.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Can we get a Cold Stone Creamery too?
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Sounds delightful.
I thought about
Attached to the palace. Architecture
Oh.
doesn't match at all.
becomes like a strip mall situation.
Hirohito, what
Guys.
do I hear of this Dairy Queen and how do I defeat her?
Who is
Let's
she?
get her.
Who
the
is the
Dairy
Dairy
Queen.
It's just...
It's the Crystal Queen sister.
Yeah, it's just
Yes.
the Dairy Queen and the Burger King. Let's get them.
Fucking bitches.
You alright?
No longer
Their
shall they
monarchy
have
ends today.
reign over the food I desire.
Those ignoramuses.
You know, they can have Burger King. Burger King sucks anyway.
It's true, except for their breakfast food.
Burger King fries in the UK are so fucking good, though.
I believe
like, yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah,
In
I
the
know,
Uck?
right?
Oh yeah,
in the Uck. Yeah.
I'm thinking of planning a trip to Scotland, either next year or the year after, depending what happens, because I want to go see my sister. But I was
my gosh.
I need to tell Carrie.
You tell me when, and if I got the funds, we'll go together, BB.
Bitch, let's go.
It'll be great. Hell yeah.
What the heck? Sorry, I was on mute and you couldn't hear me being like, "You're going to Scotland? Oh wow, that's incredible."
Yeah.
Why aren't they reacting?
I wanna go see my sister.
Yeah.
I wanna make. Yeah, I want to make her take pictures of me in Scotland so I can, feel like a goddamn monarch.
Dude,
you have to bring like one like super Celtic outfit.
Yeah, dude, you need to go to Edinburgh Castle's good, but I think you'll like Stirling Castle way more because there's a lot more like historic shit there, and I know that you're a slut for lore, so
me? Me? No, I didn't.
That's crazy.
I didn't travel to Italy for a month for that exact reason.
I learned coffee in Italy.
I'll have you know, I studied coffee in Italy. Listen, that line has gotten me that line has gotten me multiple jobs. So you know what? Suck my dick.
Wow.
Just because it was only a day course doesn't make it any less true.
It doesn't mean it.
Doesn't mean it, man.
Nah, man. Fucking respect the hustle. Get it. Like, yeah.
Well, disrespect.
If I ever opened a coffee house, that's my tagline. I studied coffee in Italy.
Just on the sign.
Sign on front.
Yeah.
That's what
every one of your
place is called.
That's the slogan.
Every one of your
name of the shop.
It's called The Little I Studied in Italy.
Oh my god! That's really funny. Well, now if I ever do open this coffee house, I have to do that.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You have to. And you have to pay me for the
Why would I ever pay you?
You gave that shit away for free, you idiot.
You didn't copyright. No, that's mine now.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Hooray!
Back.
Okay, you guys ready?
No.
Yeah!
I
never.
Oh,
That sucks. Guys, we get Keen. It's my husband. Anyway.
Piss off. Rank them high. Like, fuck.
I love him.
Logan, did both of my Mist abilities come back, or just the Fire Burst?
When did you use the other one?
I honestly can't remember. It's been so long.
That's fair.
I'm trying to think of what you used it for.
It might have been something small, like casting like Mass Healing Word or something when we were in trouble.
Yes, it's back. I don't have it. Well, consider it to be on me. I don't have a date written down for when it's supposed to come back. So, yes.
Gotcha.
Which one?
Pre-shoe.
The other ability, the wish ability, or the ability to replicate spells.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the last thing you used it for, so I don't know when it should come back.
That makes sense.
Reminds me, I need to set an event reminder for a very specific thing real quick.
It probably would have been at the Bastille, if anywhere, and so it'd be close, anyways. So it's not a terrible call to just be like, yeah, it's there.
I think I remember it being before Baroth because that's I think why we were like why he ended up like doing other things instead of just like banishing him again or something.
Possible.
But I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Just can't remember for certain.
Delete this. Delete this. Create item. So, I don't know if you knew you could click this, but you know how there's like the time manager thing? Like events manager?
Time?
What?
Time is an illusion.
Time?
Events manager?
You should be able
We're
to
talking
access
about it on the calendar?
No, you should be able to access it like I can't. Where is it? It's the button is. Where are you? How do you get to it? I can't remember exactly what button gets to it. Is it on the calendar? Maybe it is.
I think it's a sub button on the calendar. I think only the DM gets that.
I have a thing that I could share with you guys, but I don't know where it is, so I guess I'm not sharing it with you guys. Don't worry about it then.
You got it.
Yeah, there's like.
You got it, dude.
I'm just setting an event before we go back in.
Has it been a week yet?
Who's to say?
It's close.
Has it been a week yet?
Getting closer every time you ask.
Has it been a week? Yeah.
Oh, it's getting closer.
Meow.
He was meowing a lot, so I unmuted.
Is that cheese?
Yeah, it's cheese.
Can I lay on my back here in this place until a week goes away?
Until a week goes away. Do you mean passes?
No, I want it to go away.
It's just like lays back, lays perfectly still. Eventually the owlbears come over and checks on him, pokes at him, thinks he's dead, walks away.
Okie dokie. You guys, let's jump back in.
I'm you guys.
It's true, you are. You, collectively, find yourself talking and overall waiting a few more hours. In total, you end up probably waiting, you would guess, somewhere in the realm of 2/3 of a day total, maybe 3/4 of a day from when you started your rest. And your attention is caught, and Lexi, you'd be the first one to notice, by what looks to be a carriage that you recognize to be the carriage of the young lord, drawn by a set of oxen coming down the paths of the estates, heading towards roughly where you are. Roll me a perception check, and do it with disadvantage.
What?
Because it's beyond your dark vision, it's in dim light. And even though it's in your dark vision, it would be dim light.
So we have to kill Keen and take his carriage.
Dim light, dark vision, dim light. Darkness and dim light, dim light. Doug Dimmerlight. Doug Dimmerlight.
Thank God for reliability.
I'm Doug Dimmerlight. Honor of the Dimsdale Darkness Dimmerlight.
Yeah.
18.
Honor of the Dimsdale Disadvantage Dimmerlight.
Dimmerlight. There we go.
Yeah, you did find enough. You see, coming down as it's going, Lexi, you, especially since you've seen them before in this outfit, you see that it is being driven by Keen. As it approaches you guys, you probably have about a minute before it reaches the base of the stairs to the temple.
Okay, you guys, Keen's driving the carriage.
What?
Oh boy.
Carriage.
Mm-hmm. There's a carriage, and Keen's driving it.
Who's Keen?
One of our friends kind of in
Sorry,
Toggle
rival
can't
thing.
keep explaining everything to you! You need to do some research on your own!
I'm pretty keen on knocking him off that carriage.
Okay, dang.
Didn't we explain Keen to you? Because
Yes,
we told you that I
we
saw him in
did.
the Bastille. Yeah, you know, bitch.
Oh, right.
Yeah, fuck.
Here's the
my
playlist,
go-to,
catch
yeah.
up!
So how much of a friend is this Keen to you?
They hate us.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
we
really
so
care.
we don't mind stealing from him.
Isn't he one of the hunted, though? Taking
Yes.
him out would lessen our chances.
We don't have to kill him to take his carriage.
What happens if a hunted kills another hunted?
We can kill each other.
Okay. I'm just
How about
going
we
out
just
there.
not kill him?
It seems like it would
Well,
be
okay,
a first tactical disadvantage to try and kill him, yes?
I feel like the plan should be not to kill him.
I mean,
But
Can be
if
avoided.
he
Isn't it,
like starts a fight with us, then you know.
isn't
yeah.
he a problem anyway? Didn't he basically go over to the other side?
I mean, sort of. He kind of said that he wasn't interested in us because Vogan wasn't here.
Well, maybe we could still try and convince him to fight with us.
And if we can't, the carriage.
Yeah, we
Damn
can
right.
beat him up and take his carriage.
I'm about to take those boots back.
Lexi,
and slit your throat while doing so.
You're right. He probably also has underwear.
Emmerich?
We didn't say kill him. We just said beat him up.
We don't need a carriage.
We
There's
don't.
no need to create enemies that we...
Exactly.
Okay. But like I said, it feels kind of like he is already an enemy. And oh no, I feel like he's probably here by this point.
Let him throw the first blow.
I've been here the entire
Yeah.
time.
So hello.
I'm just nodding over Lexi like
Hi, we've never
beside
met.
you, wrench on a leash.
Yes, I've been privy to at least half the conversation. No.
So,
I just
around
have
this
my
point,
behind
the
the
wheels
others.
come to a stop as it remains at the bottom. I feel like he's here by now. Scream pans slightly.
Yeah.
He's just standing next to Lexi.
Yeah.
While everybody's telling Lexi no, we shouldn't do it, I'm just like nodding in the background, like behind them, like yes, Lexi, good.
I need this animated. I really need this animated.
Yeah, like really badly. Okay, if Namrick's only one agreeing with me, I feel like maybe I'm in the wrong right now.
Yeah, probably.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lexi, no.
Maybe don't agree with the evil man.
What a great statement. I feel like if Nemrick's the only one agreeing with me, I'm probably wrong.
You know, when you're right, you're right.
Like, that has a big like Futurama. Like, well, if Zoidberg thinks I'm right, then I guess we shouldn't do it. Like,
Well, that's right.
all right, so it comes to a stop. You guys see the figure on the front, who you would all, those of you that know him, would recognize as Keen, but his clothes are more tattered. He is carrying a sword at his side, a spear, and a glaive, effectively, upon his back. He is wearing more armor than he had been last you saw him. His hair is done up in a big braid that is more than the length of his body that falls behind him. He walks over to the side, opens up the carriage. Wrench, you see it the door pull open.
Looks like you're in luck. Your friends are still here.
Oh, goody me.
Are we still in the hut?
Hey, bud.
Yo.
Okay.
It depends on if it's been another 8 hours.
It has been... It would actually... Yes, because the travel time to and from is 8 hours both ways. So yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Yep.
So we're just vibing. We're just standing. Cool.
What's up, fellas?
No, much. Just
Oh,
kind
I'm
of
so glad you're
recover
okay.
from all the knife wounds. How's your knife wounds?
You know, I think I'm good now.
Yeah, I feel that.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
Did Wrench not
No,
take
they
a long
fed me.
rest?
Oh, yeah, Wrench, you would get a
Lucky.
long rest out of the event. One sec.
I saw his health. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
he's
crap.
critical.
No,
Like,
no.
save
Let
him.
me die. Let me die again. Let me die.
No.
Yeah, he had one
Like you
hit
say,
point.
Get
like
some
you say,
kind
they fed me. It's just like lucky.
I feel.
I feel.
Hey guys, good to see you. Just let me trips, hits a rock on the ground, stays on the ground. He just looks down to him. Puddle of blood expands. Keen looks up.
He's
I
dead.
did my job.
He's dead. He's dead.
Dude, just imagining
the
Wrench
camera.
throws up. Wrench throws up, and we're like, oh man, he had cheesecake. Fuck.
No, but anyways, reality
What the
reasserts
fuck?
itself.
Yeah.
Keen.
Hello, Keen.
It's been a while.
How you been?
Oh, you know them?
Yeah.
They want to
him.
kill our friend and our friend's teacher, who's their teacher.
And left your other friend in jail.
Oh.
That's right. He did.
Yes. I do know them. I can't say that I have much to say to all of you, though.
You look like you got stronger. Planning around 3 with Elmira, I think you're on. Is it 2?
I can't imagine I'll be seeing Elmira again.
Oh, that's no fun.
She's nice.
Yeah.
There
I mean,
would be
they're
a point.
Did it destroy you so thoroughly that you just don't want to anymore? I know you guys were fighting when we were the city. You remember? Kind of hard to forget.
At the Glass Crown, I was shown thoroughly that no matter how strong I become personally, it's not going to change anything.
What do you mean?
I was led to believe that the people who followed the way of blue metal were cursed, doomed to walk a terrible fate, alone, die in despair. I went looking for answers. I tried to find the dragon that the way of blue metal had come from originally.
Reuniting?
Yes.
Sweet, okay.
Mount Vajriel, where the original blue metal warriors trained, where Elmira's father trained. And I found nothing. I was not met by any kind of draconic god. I was met by silence. And then I got to thinking. Elmira is still pursuing a lofty goal. Vogan keeps getting stronger. I think the only person who's cursed is me.
You're also the only one I ever met who was alone.
Mm-hmm.
Though I think that's by your choice. Tag, I want you to hear me out on this. Okay, do you have like a bit?
Why?
I think that this dragon thing is a little more present than you might have got before you were here. I think that they're a little stuck.
What, stuck here?
Yeah.
Fitting. So what? Are you going to try to convince me that if we get them out, something might be different?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Literally, my entire existence is based on the idea that things change. If they don't, I'm gonna die.
What do you have to show me?
Oh, we have a weapon made of the fang of this dragon. And anytime any of us have engaged with it, it's showed us something. It showed Tag, I think, the most after they actually attuned to it. But maybe since you've trained so closely with things originating from it, it might react differently to you. Just a theory. It at least might mean something to you.
If it means that the dragon is trapped here in Honokuni, that's all I really need. My goal when you met me had been to see that the way of blue metal was not passed down anymore. I would take my skill to the ultimate limit and then die with what I knew. If Seiryu no Tenkei and their teachings are trapped here as well, then may the dragon and myself rot eternally here in Honokuni.
Logan and
He
Elmira.
closes the carriage door.
Well, you sound fun.
No, he's found a conviction. I'll give him that.
I was gonna say, like, while they were talking, kind of like reaching out to Wrench to kind of come over beside us and away from Key.
Keen, dragons aside. How long do you believe you've been here, and when did you show up? How long after the Glass Crown and the incident in Summergrass?
Those are strangely specific questions. Why do you have such a keen interest?
Because I'd like to leave and go home if I'm able to.
It took me several months after the Glass Crown to make my way back to Kahulis and to find where Honokuni once stood.
That makes sense. Your hair's a lot longer. A lot longer.
As for how long I've been here, A few months, maybe. I haven't really been keeping track.
Interesting.
So you were the last person to get pulled in, but the first person to show up. Interesting.
Time means nothing here. There is no time in Honokuni.
We know.
Yeah,
Things
we've
march
heard.
forward inside at a set rate. But it has no relationship with what's outside.
That's good to know.
It's what it seems anyways.
Do you have any interest in going back out? Sorry.
He's very distracting because he's very cute. Sorry, it's hard to obby when there's a cat.
What?
The guy's just like,
That's like a blooper reel for something. Like that's the kind of thing you'd animate at the end of a Pixar movie, as like animated bloopers.
All right. So you have no interest in leaving.
What is there outside for me?
Alcohol. With taste.
Yeah.
Is there really nothing more that you want than to see blue metal destroyed? No other goal.
Also, blue metal isn't destroyed.
Right. Elmira and Vogan can pass it on outside.
You know, Keen, you can always... Things can change. With time not mattering here, perhaps, but time out there, you know it changes differently for us. You can live many lives. You can abandon all of this.
Kind of about the choices that you make.
You have a choice to be cursed. In this way, at least.
Also, Abby, you were going to say something. I'm sorry.
Because when your goal is said and done, what are you really left with?
I haven't had much of anything since the day that the Centennial Tyrant turned on the Fellowship. And Elmira allowed us to believe that she had died. I thought I lost everything in that moment.
You did.
I've been wandering ever since, only to find out that it's been lie upon lie. I don't believe in my homeland. I don't believe in the war that dictates both of our cultures' directions. I don't care much about the way of blue metal anymore. I don't even understand what it represents at this point. I have no family name to live up to. And even if I did manage to defeat Vogan somehow, how would that change anything? Even in defeat, he's resolute, and he believes in things that I can't.
Can't or won't.
Regardless, I don't think that's the crux of our matter here.
I think the joy that you might find, as difficult as that phrasing may sound, is that you can find belief anywhere. Believe me, We're close, Keen. We're in a terrible situation. As you know, I was not always a cleric. Faith comes to us at strange times. Faith is fleeting. Faith is leading as well. You may not know that you are on a path until you reach your destination. Choosing a place like this is an absolute stop. We may not be able to convince you otherwise, but...
Well, cleric. When you go back, despite how little I know about you. I know that you have a woman waiting for you. You won the glass crown. You have glory and strength. You have a home that accepts you. And if you want to talk to me about gods, may I remind you that the reason I am here is because I sought out the one responsible for my teachings. And I was met with silence. I have sought faith. And I have found nothing.
I don't have a lot of faith, so I feel you not necessarily one-to-one there, but I get that.
I have been abandoned and let down at every step, and a lot of it is my fault. But it doesn't change the fact that I don't have options left. So don't worry. You all can try to appeal to the kindness, or try to look at me and try to offer optimistic alternatives to how I live my life, but you're wasting your breath. I don't plan to fight you. I have a deal with the young lord.
He grimaces for a second.
Once all of the hunted apart from me fall, I will offer up my life and be brought back. I will join the table, and I will do what little good I can, trying to improve things slightly here. I will reform the Zugaiken. I will lead them and make them stronger. And someday I will be killed by another hunted who comes here and takes my place. And that will be the end of me.
Hear me out, but doesn't that feel weird to you?
Who are you?
I mean, if I was going to be a table member, I'd want to wish for something.
Ease my curse. Keep going, Emmer.
Don't worry. I'm not with them. I barely know you at all, except what they've told me. I'm not here to convince you to return to your life or do anything of the sort. If you want to stay here, stay here. But we have already killed 3 of the table members. I know that at this point you have basically a guaranteed seat there if you plan to either wait for us to do the battle for you or wait for us to die. But if you were going to be a table member either way, wouldn't it be better to get the wish first?
I doubt they care.
What would I wish for?
Well, you're saying that you're going to stay here, you're going to make things better for people here. Maybe something to aid that. I don't know exactly what your bleeding heart might want. Maybe revenge on this dragon of yours? Maybe bringing that Vogan here? Something like that? There are plenty of things I could think of, but all of that is going to be wasted, especially if you don't want to stand up with your fellow hunted.
No, I don't want Vogan here.
It's just a suggestion.
When I realized that so many of you had come here, and that Vogan had been excluded, I realized it was just one more sick twist of fate that I should encounter all of you again, but the only one of you that might be exciting to face wasn't brought here.
I have 2 questions for you.
Oh, fine. What?
Did the young lord or Hirohito say anything about their banquet to you?
I mostly stay out of their business.
Alright.
I have been guarding the path that leads up to their castle.
Regardless as to whether or not you're interested, I wanted to say we are going to Mount Vajriel at some point to see the dragon ourselves. And I just wanted to extend an offer to join us, so you can face the thing you were so desperately looking for, at least once. I feel like it's something you'd want to look at, regardless of if you have any plans for afterward.
I was going to extend the same offer.
Honestly, I admire your commitment for staying. I think that it would be interesting to see what you would say to that dragon.
Mm-hmm.
No thanks.
You have a message you'd like me to pass along to it?
there's no point.
Kind of seems to be your answer to a lot of things, that there isn't a point. I feel like you're kind of looking for there to not be a point. Like,
Lexi?
you kind of don't want to care.
Roll insight.
Oh, shit. Okay. I have no modifier! Woo! Oh, no! That was so close to a 1! Oh, that was a 1!
I don't understand you, Keen. Rolls a 1. I don't understand you. But no, also to that, Lexi's, it sure does seem to be his answer to a lot of things. Seems to be a bit of a hang-up he has, who's finding purpose right now. Seems odd for someone so readily endowed with monumental purpose before.
It just kind of feels like you're really ready to give up and not really find anything else to live for.
I found one person here who seems to understand. And that's enough.
Who's that?
It doesn't matter.
If it doesn't matter, then who was it?
It's none of your business.
Can't be disappointed if you never try. Or rather, in your case, I suppose, if you stop trying.
He turns. The clanking of his armor sounds out as he walks over towards the front of the carriage, gets up onto it.
Like I said, the lot of you will never encounter me as an ally or an enemy, but I will warn you that there is one exception. Ever try to storm the Lord's castle, and I will end the hunt myself. Understand? What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
We'll see you around, King.
Thanks for the ride.
You're very welcome.
It was nice meeting you.
I don't know you.
I don't know you either.
He grips it and it starts moving.
Jack will wave at him as he goes.
It's a different vibe than the last time Spence interacted with Keen, is all I'm saying. Ooh.
So when all of you win and he doesn't use his wish, think the young lord will give it to me?
No.
No.
Is that what you were
Yeah, no.
What if I asked him really nicely?
No.
Definitely not.
No, not a chance.
I understand him.
I
get bits and
understand his
pieces.
pain, his resentment, but
The gods don't answer everyone, Fenris.
I
Most of us
know.
are ignored by them. They don't give two shits about most people.
I just don't give them a choice.
I'm aware of that. I didn't mean it as, perhaps prefacing it with my job was a bit much, but that wasn't my point. He doesn't know me very well. He doesn't understand that we are just two people merely at different parts of our journeys. He's
He
a
made some
lost
points.
child.
No. He did.
Do you call him a child?
He's
Much older than Fenris.
well, he seems like a young child to her because he's like everything
acting
sucks.
like one.
Listen, you baby.
He was in attendance at the.
You're right, I
know. Which was like, were you even born yet when that happened?
No.
What you conceived, dude?
Nar.
It's not gonna happen. Stop trying to make it happen.
Hold on. I need to know. I need to find out. Hold on. I need to know.
No, don't do
Just
that
how
to
much
me.
older he is.
He seems. All I was saying,
Fenris,
he seems
you
like
would
a
have
lost
been
child.
21. He was way older already.
Damn.
Fair.
Yeah, no,
He
I'm
said you
siding with
smell.
him even more.
No,
He is an
more
ancient
Well,
old man.
Anyways.
If that's true, I don't know if Fenris would say that, but
He's seen a lot.
he's lost as currently.
Oh yeah. I mean, the dude's
Logan.
busted.
As he is turning the carriage around,
while that's going on and while everybody's kind of like still around over there, can I shoot a thing over toward him? And by shoot a thing, I mean, can I try to
Cody?
Not that thing. I would like to try to use my promise of understanding.
Okay.
Sweet understanding.
Okay.
Beautiful.
To use calm emotions?
Yes. I just want to see something.
All right, let's look at promise of understanding real quick.
Mm-hmm. I just basically, like, as he's turning, I just want to like get up behind the thing, like wait for him to just like get right at the turn, and then like as I'm right as I'm losing sight of him, activate it.
So okay, so yeah, let's have him make a save against that. What's your DC?
Let me look here.
I miss my rat friends.
Oh, I also
My
miss your
DC
rat
is DC
friends.
7. It is DC 17.
Skimper and
Ballspin.
Ballspin. Yeah.
All we've got now is the squirrel or whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Gone.
All we have left is this other rat named Nemric.
Damn.
Yeah.
This filthy fucking creep.
This one's
Anyway.
stinky.
All right.
Nemric just wants to see if there's any difference if it works. Obviously, if it doesn't work,
So this is
then
like
he
as
might
the
just-
carriage
might
is
just hate me.
turning and leaving, you want to do this?
Yeah, right where I can still see his face, but as he's about to turn away. I just want to see if there's any like surprise or anything like that going on there.
So as you use it, you create one of the dahlia flowers, and just that sort of appears between your fingers, and you shift it, and the petals just kind of scatter in a kind of a way that doesn't seem like it's doing particularly much of anything. These spectral dahlia petals appear around him, just as this cosmetic effect, and drift around him slowly. And as they do, he does stop very briefly. The oxen are already in motion, so they don't stop in response to this with him. But you do see. Roll me perception, Nemric. Let's see like how closely.
Ooh, yours is pretty good. Let's go.
Let's see what you see.
Ooh.
It is good.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up
do it
this.
again.
Guys, stop telling me it's good.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yo, let's
It's
go.
good. So good.
Hey.
You don't know Keen, but
no.
You see that the somewhat dull look in his eyes, he like tenses his brow briefly, then closes his eyes as calm emotions washes over him, and then weirdly, almost contrary to the effects of calm emotions, when they open, there is briefly a much more intense, aggravated look in his eyes. You swear you see his pupil becomes almost cat-like for a moment in how intense it is, and then it quickly, his head, with energy he didn't have before, shifts back over towards the group, and his eyes lock onto each of you, not with this sense of understanding, but as if he's re-examining the group very briefly. And you just see a faint...
Just a growing smile going across Nemric.
Tag is still smiling, waving at him.
Oh, you unfortunate being.
And then it turns, and he heads out.
What just happened?
I'll keep up calm emotion as much as I can to give him as much time as he wants to think about things, but it's eventually going to go away.
It lasts a minute.
Yep, it'll eventually go away. Hopefully he makes good use of that minute, because I ain't saying shit. I'm returning back to the party.
All right. You see the carriage disappear out into the steam of the hot springs that are near the base of the temple stairs, and then it disappears out into the night.
He seems determined.
I have a small question about that man. How strong do you think he was before all of this?
He was pretty nutty.
How strong was? Oh,
Yeah, it was pretty strong.
How strong was he mentally before all of this?
Oh,
Oh,
that's a harder question. He was emotionally fragile.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
kind
can
of had a
tell.
one-track mind. Like, he was really just about, like, Vogan and Almeida and Blue Metal stuff.
He didn't even care about Vogan until he found out about him.
That's true.
Yeah, Vogan was a weird afterthought. He was just a part of Elmira.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he became his vector for trying to get to. He saved Vogan's life. I should have asked him about that.
Right.
Saved a bunch of our
really?
lives. Yeah, during Stradivarius' attack on Summergrass, he showed up and helped when Elmira didn't.
Oh yeah.
Right as he was leaving, I got a good look from him.
What do you mean?
Well, beforehand, I despised it. He was very stagnant and boring. But I feel that there's more to his loyalty to the young lord than we understand. The next time we see him, we should probably expect to
You think it's a madness?
Maybe.
He just, as soon as you say that, Miriam, he smiles at you and just like gives like, you fucking got it, dude.
But I mean, it's hard to tell.
Whenever he was leaving, I used my Dahlia to attempt to remove any effects of fear or charm from him. And right as I did, he seemed to shoot you all a very furious gaze.
So wait, do you
We've
think
heard of such madnesses already from Lady Okoma.
If you want to catch up with him, you can, I suppose, but that
You
will
wanna?
one,
Yeah,
that
5
will
seconds.
that will undoubtedly
3.
that will well,
Answer.
fucking all right, fine.
2.
I won't fuck
All right,
you.
we're not going.
Damn
Coward.
I mean, I could do it. It's just gonna take 2 more spell slots now. So like, you make a choice.
No, not you, Nemric.
What? Why? What?
I don't know. Not on your side.
I mean, if he has a madness, wouldn't we want to cure it? So
I was going to say before
Fenris?
Miriam started counting down that if we do remove something like that from him, it will undoubtedly mark us from whoever is benefiting from this.
What? No, they won't even know. It's not like they're monitoring him in that deep sense.
We don't know that.
Also
strength. Yeah, but you don't know that they do either.
plus, if we like do him that favor, maybe he would help us out. I don't know.
It might be problematic, but I just think it's a pot to stir.
It's up to
That's
all of
also
you.
true.
I will give you the information I find, and you do with it what you will.
See, I can catch us up to that carriage right now if you want to try and fix him. He will probably want to punch us in the face, but I can do it. But you have like seconds.
Let's go.
It would. Can you cast the spells that would fix him?
I want to be there for it. I don't. That's
I
all
can't bring
care
you.
about.
I can bring one person. That's it.
Well, then I guess it's up to Fenris if she wants to go.
Do you want to fix him, Fenris? Do you want to try? You might not even have anything wrong with him.
Good
Fenris
answer,
is
good
cross-eyed. Yeah.
Oh, I was on mute.
Get your bingos, boys.
I mean, what could he do? Hate us more?
Stab
Let's
us.
do it.
But all right, I grab Fenris and cast Dimension Door.
Whee!
Bye.
I start flying immediately over toward it.
Let's say, you know what? Here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say he's at least 100, and we're gonna say he's at least 200 feet away. We're gonna take 3 D100s. I don't know how to do 3 D100s. Can I? 1, 2. He's that many feet away. He's 300 and roughly 30. Who cares about the exact number of feet away?
It's under 500. Let's
under
go.
500.
I will grab Fenris and attempt to Dimension Door us to on top of the carriage.
Yeah.
Get him.
You do. You Dimension Door to on top of the carriage. There's a loud as you both land on top of it. It shakes. As it does, you hear a, "What are you doing now?"
Doctor's visit.
What do you mean, doctor's visit? And you
Hi, I
hold
jump.
these reins.
I go for him. Gorilla style medication. Wow.
Can I?
Is it still within the minute or is it not?
We'll say it is. We'll say it's just on the end of it. Like it's just after the end of it because that time you took to talk about this was more than a minute.
Yeah.
As all this is happening, Wrench just looks at them and goes, "Is it so hard to believe that he'd actually follow the young lord?"
No, it's just there was definitely something magical on him whenever I used my ability.
You said you took off flying.
Oh, I guess I did then. I didn't.
Yeah, you're not here. There you are.
Well, I waited because you were telling me how the distance. You were telling me the distance. But I'll go. I'll take off.
Water and a well.
I'll get there in like 30 seconds. Let's go.
Okay. So Fenris, could you make me what?
Okay, no, go ahead.
Could you make an unarmed strike against him?
Fuck his shit up, Fenris. Get him.
What does that constitute as? What do I roll?
Strength plus proficiency.
Yeah. If it isn't just on your sheet, because there might just be an entry for it. I remember I put one on your stuff a long time ago. Then just...
Oh, yeah, where is that? Let me see if I can find it. It should be at the bottom of the sheet, if I remember. It's not there. Okay. Shoot.
You don't have one. I will add one for you for future.
Help!
Okay. Here you go. Unarmed strike.
Okay, fine.
This is... Programming it in for you. Strength, and the damage is strength as bludgeoning, but you're not trying to damage him here.
No, I'm just trying to like
Greater
restoration him.
You got it. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. Oh.
You know what? You're like attacking him, heckin'. You suddenly roll it again. We'll say you have advantage.
Surprise! You got surprise. Let's fucking go.
Logan wants us to work too.
I don't.
Yup.
You gotta help me out.
You have double advantage. Twice
Man, Fenris, you sure do suck.
Damn. Yeah. Can I? That sounds like an action to me. So I won't.
What's his flat foot DC?
It's
flat-footed. What's his flat-footed AC?
Yes, but was he taking a rest and maybe took his armor off? No, I don't know.
He starts taking his armor off as soon as he's in the carriage.
Even if he did, that probably wouldn't hit.
Yeah.
His shoulder.
I'm fighting for any chance. I know both of those.
So hot. The one thing it is.
Even if he did, he probably would have 13.
You strike right beside him, and as you do, he ducks over to the side. He keeps one of his hands on the reins that are still connected to the oxen. The other hand goes over to his weapon.
I told you you wouldn't get any trouble from me unless you came after me. Unless you tried to go after the castle.
No, we're not going after it. We're just here to help you
We're
out.
just, yeah. We're helping.
Yeah.
Let us help.
He draws out his sword. Miriam, I'll let you do a thing if you want, and then if depending on how it goes, initiative might be rolled.
This is going to go so fucking badly.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. Let's go.
Miriam, help. Help me. Help. Help.
It's gotta be that, but he's good at that.
Like this. Von Hawker, wake up!
Wake up!
The pains of being a bard. Yeah, alright. I don't have much of a choice in this respect, since all of my saves, except for like a few, are wisdom. And I know that because he's a blue metal, he's probably good at this. I will cast Hold Person.
Alright, let's see how it goes.
You absolute king.
Get him.
Let's
Get him,
do
get him,
this.
get him.
This is the dumbest shit.
He succeeded.
I love it. This is what D&D is doing.
Yeah.
Oh well, fight him. Let's go.
Can you give like bardic inspiration?
I mean, if it's acting as a turn, I guess I'll give it to Fenris.
Yes, please.
Sounds like it might be initiative.
Yep, we're gonna be going into initiative. I don't have a map immediately for you, but since you're all on a carriage, unless you jump off it, you're all within range of everything.
We're all within range all the time. Yeah.
So as you do this, as you go for the attack, so the people that are involved in this altercation, I'd like Fenris, Miriam, and Nemric to all roll me inspiration. To all roll me initiative, please.
Hiya.
Smart
Wow.
dice.
Why do I have disadvantage?
Because we're both still exhausted.
Oh!
But didn't we take a?
Oh,
We
you
lost
can
a
take a
level
rest.
of exhaustion,
Yeah.
and Fenris and I both had 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
If you cast Greater
yeah.
Restoration on yourself, then you can do that, or you can fix that, but without doing that, you have to rest again.
Oh, joy. Okay, this is fun.
I have no interest in being the one who kills you, so don't take this personally.
Oh, good. Don't kill me then.
He is going to, you know what? He's going to go evenly against you. He's going to go for, Miriam, we're going to go you first.
Keen, this is for your own good. Cutting words.
All right, go ahead and roll it against him, and I'll subtract. Oh, yeah, you'll just do that. He draws out his katana. As he does, he strikes towards you, Miriam. He strikes. He rolls an 18 despite your cutting words.
God damn.
Woo!
Dinkelberg.
He is attacking one-handed because he has the reins in the other hand. So, Miriam, you take... Also, you long rested, right?
Yes.
Your hit points should probably be back, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
There you go.
Ah, you stabbed me. You actually stabbed me. It really hurts.
This is beneath me.
He is going to go for a second attack against Fenris.
Times reaction! Like we said, it's for your own good!
Times reaction, let's
Times Guardian reaction.
Reactions
Sorry.
dirty time. You applied it?
Times reaction.
Yo!
Okay, well,
Times gar action.
here it comes. Meow. He strikes. Oh, good lord, no! Oh god, why?
Did he crit?
Crit.
Why would he do this?
Yeah.
God, you're fucked.
Logan shoots picture of Fenris. Why
God,
would Keen
he's-
do this?
Why would King do this?
God, he's so hot.
You need to calm down.
No, you enjoy yourself. Don't you listen to him.
Also bingo.
I'm like almost tough. I'm almost buff.
Look, Fenris, you take a total of 15 points of damage as these 2 slashes just appear on both of you, and you are reminded of what an incredibly proficient swordsman Keen actually is. One more attack is going to go at you. Miriam, it's going at you.
Keen, we can talk about this.
It somehow missed. It's almost impossible for him to miss you.
I
but he
love
did it.
how you're like, he's
Look
a
at my
prolific
adorable
swordsman.
eyes.
He missed.
There is a bump.
Yep.
The carriage briefly goes, and as he does, he swings and it goes wide as he tries to keep his balance. With that, Nemric, is there anything you want to do? This is like the
Yes.
more dangerous version of when you were trying to fix Flux. Except
Flames of passion!
Yeah.
If Flunks had no compunctions about murdering everyone.
I will go for Flames of Passion so that I can dash with bonus action next round. And I guess I'm gonna cast Fly on myself so I get 60 feet.
Alrighty.
It's gonna be really funny if it turns out he doesn't have a madness.
Right?
Yo,
I
yeah.
know.
Oh my god.
Kind of
He
moody.
really doesn't.
Because,
Yep.
right? Like, yeah. He's been through a lot. He's allowed to be heckin' depressing spaghetti if he wants
Yeah,
to.
I'm sure,
You're like, yeah.
I'm sure nothing
Yeah.
happened whenever I use my thing on him. You're right.
Yeah, nothing happened, yeah.
Alright.
I'll go 60.
Is that when you go 60 feet? I'd say you have another, I mean, what did I say before? 300 and some feet was the distance between both sets? Cool. So, you go a total of 60 this round? That's correct, right? Okay.
Would I have got anything on the way there whenever I went off, or would that just be 60 right now?
If you cast Fly and you only moved and didn't dash at all, then you would have moved 60.
Well, I was just meaning like in a movement before like combat started. Would I
Well,
have
assuming
gone
that everyone's
anything?
doing this all at once, this would all have initiated, like, you would have, like, left the moment they did. This is...
Yeah, that's
you
why I
started
was
moving as of
action
the start,
yeah.
is my interpretation.
Okay. That's what I was at.
All person.
Yes. There's one strategy here.
Oh boy.
Doctor's orders.
He succeeds.
Damn
Of course he does.
Stop succeeding, you coward!
Screams Miriam.
Your petty tricks have no effect on me. You're
But
going
if
to
I
lose
keep
your
doing
life
them, they will.
accomplishing absolutely nothing.
Joke's on you, I was gonna do that regardless of if you stabbed me.
Then do it somewhere else.
And I will in a moment.
Oh my god.
That's you.
Banter said he has erotic inspiration.
Yo.
Yeah, that's me.
Fenris!
Okay, I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration. This is D10, right?
You can use it after the fact. You can roll it, and if it's low, you can add it or not.
I wanna attempt to bap him again.
Yeah! Let's
really
fucking go!
Hail!
Ooh,
Add it
Also,
anyways.
keep in
You
mind
only
he's
have
in the
2 minutes.
combat tracker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you gonna add the die to it? Yep.
Yo.
Fenris?
Oh yeah, fuck him up.
That hits.
I'm casting.
Oh my
I'm
God.
casting Greater Restoration. Y'all.
All right. You use Greater
yeah.
Restoration.
I'm using. Yep.
As you do, there's a
Using
moment
it.
where he brings his sword up to attack you. And he goes in to swing back at you. You reach your hand out, you press it against his chest. As you do, you accidentally brush upwards and the helmet gets knocked off his head. As you do, the magic exits, your palm glows, and you feel it course through him. And his sword, which was swinging down on you, comes to a stop. His other hand, remaining totally in place, very calmly just loosens and the reins fall from it, and the ox that are tied to the carriage come to a stop without the tension to direct them, as the entire carriage creakily slows to a stop.
Excellent work, Dr. Fenris.
All in a day's work. You can lower this.
Gotta
She's
continue
gonna
the
like.
second world. All in a day's work. Nurse Miriam.
Oh, Nurse Miriam. Your sword. And she's gonna like take
You
the
feel
tip
a
of the sword
hand
with her
grab
finger.
your wrist and pull you in such a way that he's looking directly into your eyes.
This is a
Was
lot.
that all that this was for?
My hands are sweating.
Are you just about done?
Yeah.
Yes.
In that case,
Don't bother me again! And he grabs, he pulls on your wrist, and unless you resist it, he pushes you and casts you off the side of the carriage.
I go fucking flying. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
He points his sword up towards Miriam.
anything from you?
No, that's it. Bye.
You're all as annoying and tiresome as you ever were. Leave
You
me
have
to
so
my
much
business.
You have so much more life in you now. And he hops up. The dragon thing still stands.
I don't want to join you.
That's
I
fine.
would never join you. Not as long as you hold company with people like Elmira and Vogan.
Hey, I don't really care about Elmira.
Are you still here?
Well, I mean, I'm on the ground now.
Go away.
Okay. Hey, Fenris, let's go.
Yeah. One.
As
hold
you
on.
leave, you just
She
hear yelling
wobbles
back.
up.
Come to the castle and I'll kill you, understand?
We're invited to a party. We have to go.
It's off! I lied before!
Oh, sweet.
Oh. Well,
Wow.
At least we.
I heard
know.
yelling. Did I miss it?
Yeah,
He grabbed
Fuck.
my.
he's
grabbed my wrist
pissed.
so tight.
If we ever go back to the castle again, he says he'll kill us.
Ow. Yeah. I think that worked.
Yeah,
he's
no,
alive.
they seem more animated.
He sounds a lot more interesting now.
Just give me a moment, both of you. Fenris will just like hold her like knees with her hands and just lean over. He's so scary. Okay, we can go back. It's terrifying. Oh my gosh.
It's true. He's scared.
He's got my number. It's fine.
Also, Spencer fucking died, y'all. He's just gone.
Oh shit.
True.
I was trying to tell him
Spencer, come
He
back.
sacrificed tag to try to create an interdimensional rift so that Vogan could come into the game.
Spencer, you're alive.
Oh, I'm back.
He couldn't stand to see Keen that way.
My breaker flipped.
Oh no!
Yeah, because I've got my AC and my computer going and everything, and
you missed the conclusion of that. But
we saved him.
Hooray!
He's
I
angry
caught
again.
up
He's so angry.
before I heard the result. I was like, no!
No, he's angry.
I just whenever it was getting there,
he's angry at us.
Whenever it was getting there,
But like in a good way.
he was just like, no, everything, blah 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 blah. It was just like I had.
you.
Damn.
He's angry at us, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Oh, this is Hayden's dream.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. I
No,
get that.
it was.
I can't
I
explain
will
myself.
confess, ladies and gents, I do have the vapors.
Yeah, it's fair.
Look,
It's fair. Yeah.
let's get you back.
Listen.
Oh my god.
Well,
Did you guys
he's got
pause for me, or
I don't know. Do you guys
are
think
we-
he's fixed? I don't know. One sec, let me check. Puts ear up to the distance. Here's fucking Barry the Light playing in the distance. Yeah,
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, I think he's doing better.
I can't wait until a day passes and hopefully he comes to some sort of conclusion about what he wants to do in this world in that time. Because otherwise Logan's just gonna roll him a new man.
Okay, assuming that it was a madness, you guys meet him next time and he's just like hiding behind a tree and you're like, Keen, what's wrong? He's like, I don't trust the moon. I can't let the moon see me.
That fucking kid keeps staring at
Can
me.
we let him keep this one?
A much less narratively satisfying madness.
Can we let him keep this one?
The moon. It's watching.
Yeah, he seems fine.
Yeah, it seems normal.
You find him and he's just laying at the bottom of the stairs. You're like, Keen, what happened? He's like, I'm blind. I don't know what happened. I fell down the stairs and no one's helped me up.
Do you see the weird tendril monster thing? Oh, he does now.
Oh,
You think you're a furball who runs a hot spring, perchance?
Nemric is the kind of person to see someone kind of having a bad trip, and he's like, all right, just don't think about the Cthulhu monster.
Yeah, what a dick.
So, reality reasserting itself.
Yeah, we get back.
The thrown from the carriage group returns to the others.
Did he leave?
You two got
Yeah,
fucked up.
Keen,
Sit
yes,
down.
he definitely left.
Okay. With a new sense
Did it
of
work?
clarity.
Of anger.
Of anger.
the fuck happened?
He
What?
stabbed us.
Is it like his?
Yeah.
Oh.
He.
Okay.
He's better now.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
he's fine. Just
We're not
rubbing
allowed to go to
balm
the
on my
castle
back.
again. Apparently, if we go, he'll stab us. Also, he lied. The banquet's canceled.
Oh.
Baby,
Wait,
you're muted.
wait.
Sorry, Nemric.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Oh.
What was that?
Yeah, I said I could have told you that.
It's canceled.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd care about that more.
So wait. So you helped him, but he still says that if we go anywhere like near the castle, he's gonna stab us.
He's really mad. Yeah.
He said it the keen like Voganish way, like you come over here, I'll kill you.
Oh, so he didn't really mean it. Like
no,
He meant it. He would absolutely try and kill us.
Oh, okay.
He stabbed us.
Aw.
Ow.
I would love to fight him.
No, I'm good. I'm good. He
I'm also
hurts
good.
fast enough that
Been there, done that.
I'd probably just fly away. Make it someone else's problem.
So, do you two want to sit down for like another hour before we head out?
I don't
not.
care.
No,
I'm not
fine.
keen.
Okay,
to
I
fight
saw you.
him.
I saw you getting stabbed and thrown off of a carriage, so I was wondering.
Yeah, no, just
I've
glittered
taken
away
my
a little bit of
spells.
blood, but
Hey,
other than that,
Hey, Nemric. I'm not.
Wow.
There's a smile starting to go across his face in anticipation.
Are you also not keen to fight him?
Oh, that was great.
It wasn't, and I'm mad at you for pretending it was.
I heard that, and I'm coming back.
No.
God, yeah.
That is a perfect thing for someone who dwells in where I dwell.
I don't believe you.
I am the cringe that is approaching.
Miriam's gonna start walking down the road and just looking back. He's like, I think if I said that, you would be almost as furious as you are capable of being.
Yes, but I love Taguchi.
That's why I'm calling bullshit. Let's go.
All right. May I ask,
everything he spits is gold.
is the group once again heading towards Tenchiseki, the village where you are going to try to meet up with Gelfus? You guys, all right, let's pull up the big old map so we can set a course, and then...
I love the map.
Here's the map.
The map.
Y'all got
It's
ready?
the map. It's
Love
the
the
map.
map.
It's
Love
the
the
map.
map.
It's the map. It's the map.
Alrighty, pull this over to
It's
the
the
side.
map.
The map.
There we go. Get rid of this. Alrighty, so you guys, let's say for the remainder of the day, so let's put you where you could. Let's figure out how long this trip would take, basically. What rate of movement would you like to move at? Fast?
Normal, stealthy. I know you have to go slow if we want to stealth.
Yeah.
Normal.
Normal.
Yeah,
So 24 miles a day.
normal pace.
Yeah, I don't think EDR is going to actively fuck with us right now, and anything else we should probably be able to handle.
In that case.
Now, why would you say that?
See, now that you've said that, bro.
Now that you have said it.
What's going to come and murder
What could
us?
possibly happen?
What's the worst that could happen?
It will take
Stop.
Everything.
Based on your
Guys,
knowledge.
I have a family back home that I have to
you
get.
guys, I'm just going to throw this out there. You had
me too.
a couple of options for where you wanted to go. Or do you mean to go down the path and head straight down towards Tenchiseki? Are you investigating the mountains?
We do have the butterfly. They're
You do know
closer.
it would probably take you about 2 days, roughly, to get where you want to go if you head straight to Tenchiseki. The mountains are about a little bit under halfway the journey in that direction.
So about a day.
Yeah, you could probably get to the mountains and begin, like, investigating. You have enough travel time left in that time to, like, start investigating the mountains if you wanted to do that. It's totally your call. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Well, it's on the
go to
same
mountains for all
route
I care.
up until then, so why don't we just take the path to there? Once we get there, we can spend the night, we can investigate for the day, and if we don't find anything that looks conclusive, we'll just move on to Tenchiseki.
In that case...
Because we have to go like up the mountain as well, though, right? Oh no, no. I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about.
So one sec.
Yeah.
Throw an R. So you guys would have gone. That would have been about 6 hours of your travel. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys would be at about time of day. As you guys head down towards there, I would like, as you guys reach back at the split in the path around where the other side of Dead Man's Wake is, I would like you guys to please roll me either... I need 2 groups. I need a survival group, and I need an investigation group, and I need 3 people on each.
Investigation.
Survival, please.
I'm good at investigation. Let's go.
I should probably.
I'm checking.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I believe this is perfect for a secret vote. Well, no, you can't tell who.
I'll do
votes.
survival.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 9 in survival and nothing in investigation. So
I can do investigation.
Okay. Who else wants to do survival? Let's fill
Survival.
out.
Me.
Okay.
survival.
So Wrench, Avi, and Nemric, please roll me survival, and then I need 3 investigations.
Dibs.
Me.
Yeah,
And I.
Okay. Sorry, so I'm hearing Flux, Lexi, and I think the first person I heard was
Okay.
You guys sort out which 3 of you it is. You choose.
Yes.
Thank you, reliable talent.
I've got a +5.
Oh,
Yeah, that
I've
sounds like it's
got
you.
You can roll.
Yeah,
you can roll
plus
stunts.
10.
I'm plus
Okay.
11.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll just be hanging back, kind of supporting them, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, we all three have +8s right now.
Damn.
Great.
Oh,
Okay,
shit, you're
we'll
right.
we'll roll our investigation checks
Yes,
then.
please.
Oh, okay. Let's...
You beat that, losers.
Annihilated, bitch. Jeez.
As you guys.
You only had to triple my score. Like
Yep, what's up?
Let's see. as you guys investigate in and around the area, overgrown as it is because there's the lines of forest that surround the outer edges of the mountains and the outside edges of the path, you guys search, you look for newer trees, overgrown paths, and whatnot, and eventually you do come upon a what looks to have been a very, very, very old gate that leads up. I always forget what they're called. They're heckin' Tory gates? Is that what they're called?
Oh,
Yeah,
red ones? Yeah, that's a Tory gate.
Tory gates. Yeah, those are always what I mean when I say like shrine gates and whatnot. I just can never remember what they're called. Tory gates.
Oh, neat. Okay.
You guys come across a very large Tory gate at the base of one of the mountains that has a large gate that closes over it, and a very old, rotting wooden wall structure that is built around it to prevent unauthorized access to this otherwise fairly well-maintained, well, once well-maintained road. As you go over to it and you investigate it, it basically just crumbles and falls apart. It's ancient.
Oh.
But you do find a path that leads up the mountain, and for the sake of brevity, following it, spending the remaining roughly 2 hours that you guys have, you follow a path that leads up the mountain. As you do, you find these various stones that appear to have been carved by some ancient culture, likely ancient Honokunians, you're not sure. But these ancient tablets that look like they may once have written stories on them about the crimson butterflies, but you cannot tell what it is for the fact that A, the writing is of a type that most of you can't understand, and B, it looks like they've been defaced to a point where most of them are illegible. And you're like finding these dotted, like, you know in Skyrim when you go up the mountain towards the Greybeards, there's the tablets you can find along the way? Mm-hmm. Effectively, you're looking at those, but big. They're that general distance apart. As you spend the next 2 hours or so climbing up the mountain, going up into the mist cover that's near the top of it, you start to pass what look like small old shacks and settlements that are buried in the emerging forest that has slowly been overtaking the mountain. And coming up to the top of it, you see, breaking over the edge, heckin', I need to get a thing for myself here.
Why don't you get a thing for us?
Jeez.
Indeed.
So neglectful.
Mm-hmm.
Like a carrot.
No, we'll be getting our thing when he drops the sapphire dragon to gobble us up.
That's the next place we're going.
It's true.
The next place is where we get killed by a sapphire dragon after 2 years.
We do right.
You see that there is what is effectively this small settlement that has been stretched very thin and like peppered along the path. You see all of the abodes are very small, most of them crumbling in and collapsing, almost all of them rotted away, vines covering them, ripping them apart. But it looks like all sorts of people lived in very sheltered abodes. You see what may have been once cleared areas that have these lovely ponds set in them. You see wires run from tree to tree in some places, and the remains of old clips hang from them, and something may once have been draped to hang down from them, but it has since withered away and rotted beyond any state of recognition. When you finally reach near the top, you come to see this large enclosed area that Flux, you vaguely have a recollection of it kind of matching a description that you got from the secondhand account of the translation of that book that was written in Firbolg, in Giant, rather. Getting near the top, you guys have a great view of the surrounding area, although the mist cover causes it to be difficult to see most of the ground below you. It's bleak enough this high that as you look up into the sky above you, it is devastatingly apparent that there are no other stars in the darkness that is Honokuni's sky, just the single moon shining brightly with nothing else in the sky, just a void up above. But within this walled area that you find, this massive structure, this small castle-like area, you see some trees inside, a pond, this ornamental stone path that is still fairly well preserved, leading inward. And walking up to the front of it, more torii gates lining the pathway as you walk up to it. You see what appears to be a very large... this place constitutes... There are two smaller buildings that look like abodes, and then one very large, what may be a temple, what might have been just an old Cahulian mansion. And as the mist slowly sweeps along this area, this large open courtyard at the center of this place, you see, sitting upon the deck of this huge mansion, which sort of encloses on itself, you see sitting upon it a figure, legs folded, hands clasped in front of them. As the wind blows, they have red hair that is tied up into a very, very long ponytail that blows in the wind, softly, morosely. The wind here is hollow and ghostly. As you see this figure, this single living thing that is on this mountain that you've seen since you got here, before you approach, I believe that is where we're going to end today's game.
Oh! You don't want to end it on some cool new art?
Nope.
Oh, you coward.
You see, what happened was Logan is waiting for the next time I'm gone for another fight. So then I won't be there, and then Cody will get me killed again. Yay! And then I'll be like,
no! You know, I described the color of their hair. Sure. The figure that you see sitting here, their clothes clearly were once as I say many times in Honokuni, because it's the state of this place, it was once looked like they wore really fine clothing. It is vaguely evocative of the dress of the Crimson Butterflies, but they don't seem to be wearing colors that directly match them. Rather, they're wearing like these red Shrine Maiden-like robe bottoms. Their hair, like I said, is very, very long and red, but there's a white streak in the front, and as their hair extends out to the tips, it becomes this grayish white. They are wearing a scarf that kind of just hangs loosely around their neck and falls to the sides and has butterfly wing patterns on it. It's mostly red, but as it goes down to the sides, much like her hair, the butterfly fly wing patterns start to become white. Their top is mostly blacks and golds. There's a lot of flower designs, golden flowers that is on their clothing. They're wearing a string of various strings of these pinkish, almost kunzite-looking prayer beads that are wrapped around their arms. One ring of them wrapped around their body. They seem to have a very old but well-made glaive that is pierced into the ground beside them. A bow is also set in front of them. And in the presence of other Crimson Butterflies in the past, you've seen spectral butterflies fluttering about. For the first time, you see surrounding them, fluttering about them in a very small swarm, these pink and black butterflies that are real and alive and are fluorescent. They're giving off a very faint amount of pinkish light as they flutter around this meditating individual. And this is them.
Ooh. They're so pretty.
Man, I can't wait to get killed.
Alejandro, are you here next time? Not next week, but the next week after that.
I should be.
Okay, good.
Hooray! That's fucking ominous.
Well, I thought that maybe what he was saying was that he had another con or something.
No,
and I didn't know about it.
I'm just saying. I'm like, man, nah, Logan's just timing it perfectly. So that
you keep getting the setup for everything and then not the payoffs, and you come in like, I don't know. I feel like I'm never here for the cool things.
I don't know. Today was fun as fuck for me.
Oh my god.
Yeah! Hell yeah, dude.
I loved getting to do today with fucking. I love that there's been more wrench stuff lately.
You are on point today, my dude.
It was so good.
Babe, you gave me juice.
Yeah,
well
Yay.
done, Alejandro
Very
and Logan. It was
talented.
very, very good.
Yeah.
Good role player, baby.
What?
An actor.
How much did Keen fail that check, Logan, for the calm emotions?
By 1.
Oh! Damn.
He rolled.
Damn.
And he rolled abysmally, because he's really good at wisdom.
Yo, same.
I was just like, I was just like, man, he's acting weird. I don't know he's acting weird. Everybody else is saying he's acting weird.
Yeah, he rolled a 7.
Ooh. And then it's just literally just like watching him go. It's like, I just want to see his face. Okay, he's all right. I'll tell him.
Yeah, well, okay.
I'll let them come to the conclusion that I came to and see what they want to do.
I hope he doesn't get re-madnessed.
Yeah, be real easy to do.
I hope he gets a really fun madness.
You know, I hope for the sake of it, he gets the moon madness, and we just do find him behind a tree somewhere.
I mean, he's really good.
So
Like,
excellent.
what's the save again? Is it con or is it?
It's
Wisdom.
wisdom.
For madness,
it's wisdom for mad. Okay, he's never getting fucking it again.
I mean, he got it. He had to have gotten it once.
Yeah.
That's true.
Roll the dice enough
I mean, he's been here
times.
for months though.
Yeah. I mean, he could roll badly again.
Statistically, if you have to roll it every day when you rest, I mean, you're probably going to roll at least one a month. So.
Yep.
That's true. That's true.
Not that stats have much to do with narrative.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because, like, I mean, if he rolled a 7 and didn't beat my 17 DC, that means he has a +9, I think, in wisdom.
To explain her weapon as a naginata, wouldn't it? Either way.
That means he'd have to get like a 3 or a 4, maybe?
Same
They roll the same die. It's
same
fine.
general idea, different cultures.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uchigatana is a great sword. I mean, to be fair, great swords are just any big sword, really. And then people got specific.
Yep. It's a pretty great sword you got there.
Yeah. It's a here's a sword. Here's a
Pretty
great sword.
great sword.
These are great ones.
I've been sitting here, Logan,
so
with like
much cutting
everything.
on this baby.
I'm actually super happy because
Puts it on
I've
the
been
cutting
sitting here the entirety of Honokuni, just like looking. We obviously still don't know what's happening with Keen, but like I've been sitting here the entire time he's shown himself and him being like super depresso. That I've just been like, man, I miss the old Keen, and I know that there's more to this, but I'm so glad he's angry again.
Yeah.
This is. I would waste all my spell slots for this.
Aww.
I need this.
I bet Hayden would too.
Oh yeah.
Listen, if I had spell slots, anything.
It literally
anything for this man.
Literally, the reason that he's not higher on my tier list that I made the other day is because New Keen made me depressed. He's higher now. He's going up.
Oh,
now that
shit.
I know
We're allowed to
there was
alter
a
our
thing,
tier list? Shit.
I'm doing it. He's going up. I'm altering the one true tier list.
Damn.
I'm gonna go into my tier list and just.
You can't
make
just
it-
make amendments.
Just move,
You can't just make amendments
Yes.
to the Constitution.
Wow.
I'm doing it.
Wow.
You should, and I'm doing it.
Jamel's like, there's a tier list? Oh, boy.
Oh, baby.
Boy, get
Speaking of
on
the tier list,
that
we need to
Discord,
have a-
boy.
Speaking of a tier list, we need to have someone new get on that tier list.
Yo, right, what's up?
Hey.
Get some like obscure weird madness that's just like your personality inverts the next time you see him. It's like, all right, Keen, you gonna let us through? And he just like looks up at you and just finger guns. He's like,
Absolutely.
sup, dudes? Been a while.
Oh my god, what have they done with you?
I was just thinking, it's actually pretty like chill around here. Like no one's come to.
You starts hanging out with Briar.
I was gonna say, like, he becomes as Briar.
Hell yeah.
Goes back in time, was always Briar.
Oh fuck!
Oh, what a fucking
Oh my
twist!
God.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
that's why DMS Briar's so hot.
Oh, okay.
Don't give
Scott.
Hayden an excuse.
No, give me excuses.
Hayden needs to be stopped.
No, I don't.
Yes.
All
When
right.
my husband has
YouTube
to
side, we're gonna take off. I'd like to remind the YouTube side to please check out the Chat 19 forums. We're going to be a month late, so you'll have a whole nother month to do the next Chat 19. Please check out the link below.
Ryuji is upset.
Also,
Apparently,
check out our
Aaron
Fantasy
and
Grounds
Quintus.
affiliate stuff. Buy the Inscriptor. All support is wonderful, and we love you for all of it. And also, we are not going to be here next week. If you're on YouTube, and this is more than a month old, don't worry about it. But
our breaks.
We're taking a break next month. Remember, we're trying to take a break at the first of every month, and last month we just didn't because
it got real squiffy.
Yeah,
it was
weird.
COVID and cons, and it was a whole time.
But
yeah.
we are taking a break next week, so there will be a week off.
Wow.
Alrighty. YouTube side, goodbye. Thank you for stopping by. So long.
Goodbye, YouTube.